Welcome back to episode 311 of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast.
It's BabaLewi's Hobby Hot Takes Show with producer Phil and cousin Josh.
Thanks,
What up,
guys.
boys?
Hey.
Bizarro episode?
Yeah.
Every time. Yeah, it is. It's bizarre.
All right.
How's it going? Phil up?
Hello? It's going? It's good?
Hey,
Anything to
boy.
report?
No, it's midweek. I'm moisturized, showered, refreshed, ready to go.
Thank you for the moisture update.
You're welcome.
I've been on bated breath waiting for that. BabaLewi, how are you?
Doing good. Doing well.
Well, did a big thing today for us. Booked the Chateau Gongshow, the new Chateau for the Fall Expo. And if you only go by photos, which can be deceiving, the house looks amazing. Very excited about it. Looks very new. Might be breaking her in. And I think they had said in the listing, like they were giving a special discount for the first 5 listings or tenants or peoples. So yeah, well, we'll see how it is in real life, but it can't be worse than the house we had last April. So that's the only thing that's my saving grace.
Absolutely.
No.
Do you think there'll be someone in the basement? Oh, maybe there'll be someone in the walls this time.
Sure. No, that was almost number 1 on the to-do list. Do not want a weird basement dweller in the house where we're being big children and idiots with hockey cards, because it just felt awkward last time. And it's to me, it's like the expo gets real when you start to book this stuff. We also booked our minivan because that's how BabaLewi rolls. He's like, gotta have me a minivan.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna have a lot of crap again.
It's the most affordable thing, though. It's the most affordable thing, and I'm not going to lie, it's the most comfortable thing to drive that dang far. So,
yeah.
Except for mine, but that's a gas hog.
The price almost doubled, Phil.
For renting the minivan?
Yeah, the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, like at the grocery store too and stuff like that. It's like, oh my God.
Oh, really? Things have gone up? No, I haven't really noticed.
Oh,
Come on, man. What are you, man? I'm hanging on by a thread by dental floss over here, buddy. If anyone wants to know my rent, $3,410 in Ottawa, Canada, for a small 3-bedroom home. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's nuts. But I got a new hat on. Prototype. What do you think?
It's glow in the dark.
Yeah, it does.
Beautiful. Turn the lights off. I don't believe you.
Can't.
Josh, turn the lights
I actually don't have
down
shades
low.
in this room, which is a problem. Got to get on that at some point.
Sorry, I didn't put mine on.
Oh, Louis.
What?
Yeah, it's in the theme of Rip Party 2. It does glow in the dark. It's a kind of a O-Pee-Chee hat. Phil doesn't have one. Yeah, we got the prototypes in. We're also at the very end. At the very end of our pre-order. It's been in Discord for a while. So I've got the flat brim hat. Louis rocking the trucker. And I found our cameras on this glow in the dark logo here thing. They take a while to focus in on them.
What
but
did
you'll
you
get there, Louis?
Do you got me a flat brim?
I got you whatever you want, bud.
Did you ask me what I wanted? I think I would have said flat brim.
Pretty sure I did, yeah.
Okay.
It's on a spreadsheet somewhere. But
all right.
If you are interested and you want to get on the pre-order, probably the best way to do that would be to message us on Instagram. So either hat is $35 plus shipping. And then we have a premium hoodie, which are very premium and very nice. And kind of the same theme. They don't glow in the dark because the logo is a lot bigger, but those are $75 plus shipping. And like I said, just message us on Instagram soon, though, because we're going to be finalizing the order. Phil.
Yeah.
Friday Nights with Phil. Big
Yes.
show tomorrow.
Friday Nights with Phil, 9 p.m. Look at my little buddy there, my little parrot Dave. It's great. He doesn't repeat what I say, but he's a great co-host. Yeah. We're gonna have a great show for you. I don't know if we're gonna have a guest. It is the middle of the summer. It is a little bit of a challenge. Dave and I can carry the show. We have a great time if we have a guest or not. Maybe we'll have a friend of the show to hang out with us. But in regards to a spotlight on an individual collection, there's just a lot of uncertainty right now with quite a few people, and I'm not one to hassle them. So to lock down a time in the summer. But come September, you better not cancel any of you. We're gonna have a great show. Make sure you come. No release this week, so I'll be giving away a free. Well, I bought it. It's not free, but I'll be giving away the hockey sweater. I have a variety of versions. I have hardcover, paperback. I love the book. I want to spread joy around the world and give that book. So I'll mail that out to you if you want to win. And we're gonna play some silly games. Just come Friday night if you got nothing to do, and come hang out with a bunch of boys and be silly. We've had a few girls too, so it's not a big sausage fest all the time.
We always got the chat too, so whenever
chat's great.
Keeps it lively.
We're a family, man. We're getting like, it's best thing we ever did was do this on Friday nights.
Got to mention GP Sports Cards, of course, the official breaking partner of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast. It's almost Friday, so you better get moving and head to gpsportscards.com to get your spots. And they're always big lineup on Friday night breaks. Grant and crew will be breaking all night over on their YouTube channel. Again, goes by GP Sports Cards. And if you're going to the National, come see Grant and either buy his cards or sell them or both. I'm sure he prefers that. He'll be at booths 857 to 859. So it looks like a triple situation there. And he just sent me like 10 minutes ago that the announcement's out that they are hosting the official hockey trade night in conjunction with Upper Deck Friday night at the National from 6 to 11. Again, go to booths 857 to 859. Get your tickets for that. We will stop by for sure. And I think Grant's going to be on Monday's show to help preview the National and what all the tricks he has up in his sleeves. I'm sure he's going to stop by, like make a few day trips to buy ridiculous cards.
Grant's going to be shopping more than he's selling. I think. My guess.
Some other quick updates. There's hockey's getting serious at the National. So our friend Travis and his crew at Skull and Steel they're having their own kind of hockey hobby get together, trade night, Saturday night at the National, very close by. Not, I think, at the event center, but within a couple miles or something like that. So go to their Instagram for details, and I think to register via Eventbrite, I think I saw. So again, Skol, like Skol to the bowl for the Minnesota Vikings. SKOL and then Steel on Instagram to check that out. So lots of stuff this year for people that love hockey to do at the National. Love that. And then kind of tying into the National, but a little bit of a show update too. So Phil, you've been in contact with Enzo Ferrari and our new partners at Private Collection Insurance, and we're starting to get the process rolling, and we're early stages still to get your collection insured, and we're going to take everyone along for the process on that, and that'll be a window probably nobody wants to see into your life, but it'll be fascinating.
No, I'll make it fun. I want to make it a day trip since I'm not going to the National while you guys are having the time of your lives with your brethren, and I'm omitted in that situation. I will make leaps and bounds of efforts to hang out with Enzo. So I'm hoping next week or the week after is when I want to go down. The problem is I would love to go down on a weekend, but that kind of doesn't fit the bill here. So I'm trying to find a weekday I could leave at 4 or 5 in the morning from Ottawa, get to Toronto around 9 or 10, and hopefully make it back by the end of my work day to make sure my company didn't explode. So we'll make that happen. It's going to be, it'll be sooner than later. And I'm very excited. I've spoken to Enzo. He's more than happy to have me come down, and we're really, we'll peel back this onion that is sports card insurance protection. Yeah.
You just can't do it during the National because Enzo's going to be there with us.
I know. He's only going to be there for one day.
I know.
He's flying in and out. He's probably taking, I don't know, really fast airplane.
His arms are going to get tired, eh?
Yeah.
Well, and actually, so a couple things about that, right? If you're Canadian and there you go.
Those my people.
And are going to the National, maybe you want to contact Private Collection Insurance real quick and make sure that all the stuff you're bringing and buying is going to be protected at the show. Might be a call worth making. You can check them out at privatecollectioninsurance.com. And then I've kind of tasked Enzo with a mission while at the show. He's going to walk around and make some notes and some observations of things that he sees on the good and the bad.
Okay.
of what people are doing, how they're handling their cards, and are they being safe and secure. And after the show, he's going to come back on and report to us what he saw, from that kind of risk management and insurance eagle eye of his. Like,
What do
I
you
think that'll be hilarious.
What do you think the over under is that Grant Patterson is the number one liability? Grant's like, I know I put that somewhere.
This
Poor
guy had
Grant.
like $3 million of cards, and he kept staring at a Sidney Crosby by right after his
You know, Grant's getting robbed blind while he's like trying to buy a high gloss somewhere, you know?
Enzo is everything, and really great guy. So looking forward to that. Very quick Discord update. The free public preview of our Discord exclusive show Behind the Bench with our guy Neil, or Irish Flyers collector, as he probably prefers, is live on our YouTube. So if you've been curious and they're not in our Discord of like kind of what that show's all about, it was a good one. It was about resisting FOMO and kind of just being comfortable who you are in the hobby. And so a very good message that's gotten great response. And also, if you are a community member, episode 10 already, Behind the Bench is live and accessible right now in our Discord server. And of course, tons of more people, and you're going to see again today, I do not know what's happening, are joining our group. And kind of makes sense in a way because it's a good time as we're headed into the 25-26 season, where we're going to be ramping up real soon to fantasy hockey, 5K challenge, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I don't think we make this point enough. We actually have very little to do with our Discord community.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're just being honest, we're super busy. These shows take a lot to make. And so we've entrusted to Mad Dog and Postmaster General Scott and a whole bunch of other people. And honestly, it's the community has come together. It's like you can't make a community. People have to decide that they want to be engaged and participate. And so it's kind of taken a life of its own. And it's been amazing to see. And so there's show stuff in there, of course, but most of it is just collectors sharing their cards and helping each other make deals and trading and buying. And it's pretty awesome. Proud of it. And we didn't do it.
No.
Can't take any credit for it.
But I'm using it.
Of course.
I just completed a set with the help of, I put out the SOS and 4 people stepped up and
nice.
Game over. Done.
Well, there's getting to be enough people where it's kind of a big community. And that once you got to hit like a critical mass where there's just enough going on.
Do you think we'll have a civil war? Sticker autos versus on-card autos. Get them.
It'll be like West Side Story where half the Discord will be like they'll be like, like dance fighting.
What's the other side do? Because I didn't like that.
I think we have switchblades, Louis. We'll go to the switchblade side.
All right.
I was thinking more like Braveheart or something, but you can do the dancing and the bend and snaps. Bend and snap.
If you want to support our show, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast is a Patreon podcast. You can support us for as little as $5 a month. I told you guys a story. Patreon actually emailed me a person. It's like, you should raise your rates. And I said, no.
Right.
We want to build a community. I mean, it's not like I'm against money.
$5. Come on. Don't sugarcoat it. What? I mean, like, I this is what I told Josh. We have until $10, right? Like anything that until it hits 10 is reasonable. So we have 6, 7, then you have your 8. After 8 comes 9. I think once you hit 10, people get upset. So you could do $1 a year or something. I don't know.
I like how you just demonstrated you can count, because after your E- thing, which our clip guy, Keith, did you very dirty on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen it. Yeah, go check out your clip. I didn't tell him to do it. So don't get mad.
I give Keith an E-.
You know how many people commented after that and said there's no E- in Canada?
Yeah, after they Googled.
Oh,
I don't know.
I can't stop, won't stop charging $5. And you can, so if you want to support us, it is as little as $5 a month. You can be one. I think there's 2 spots left in the $2.99. And hey, we listen. We're men of the people. We listened to, I think it was in Mailbag. The Future Watch Gongers is already up out of $9.99. So you
Nice.
could
Okay.
join that too, I guess, if you want. Or if you still want to be one of the remaining $2.99, you get exclusive access to our Discord. Yeah, all the stuff we do there. You get behind the bench, any other Discord shows that we dream up, blah, blah, blah.
So they're future watches. So what are the 299s? Violet pixels? Bunch of little pixels running
No,
around?
it's just out of $2.99. But somebody said, and the suggestion was to tie it into the Future Watch. So it's
Mhm.
Future Watch
okay.
Gonger.
Future watch gonger. Future listener gonger.
Well, they're probably already a listener if they're in the Patreon.
I don't know.
It's very easy to support our show. You can just go to our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, click on the Become a Patron link at the top of the page, or go to Patreon directly, patreon.com. Search for Hockey Cards Gong Show. There's a link in the show description of both YouTube and the podcast apps for the good listener. And finally, on our Instagram, TikTok profiles, there are links there as well. BabaLewi, take a deep breath, get a lot of oxygen. Another big list today.
Man, yeah, it just doesn't end. These people keep blowing me away. So first up, Bill Barsky.
Oh, Barsky. I thought it was Bill Brasky.
It is Bill
Okay.
Brasky. Luigi.
It is?
Oh, it is. Bill Brasky's the
PRA.
real SOB.
Aw, dang, Brasky. I'll fix
That's-
it. I'll make you a new one, buddy. Sorry, Bill.
Yeah, Bill Brasky's a legend. He's like a 10-foot monster who slept with all our wives and punched us in the face.
Oh, is
But
it?
we
Well,
love
I
them.
don't know. Who is that? I've never heard of that. Is that like the
You don't know Bill
whole?
Brasky? It's a skit from SNL.
Mhm.
Bill Brasky's a real son of a bee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's been really active in Discord and
Yeah.
Great name. I respect him. Great. Louis
Ah.
screwed up his name. Good job.
I screwed up his name. Whatever.
All
We've
right,
been talking.
well, start the
apologize.
show over.
It'll be fine.
Start it over.
welcome
You know
back. Episode 311 of the Hockey
There's-
Cards Podcast.
Respected a legend.
All right. So then we're off to Hammer.
Straightforward.
Straightforward. I can do
Hammer
that
time.
one. Hammer time.
Too legit to quit.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Then
how
I
do they
go
go?
to
Too legit.
Underquaker.
Legit, you quit.
35.
Welcome, Underquaker.
Mm-hmm. And then we get 16 heavy.
16 heavy.
And then,
These were all Louis' girlfriend's nicknames in high school.
yep.
Are you shaming, Josh? You saying
Oh.
big girls aren't beautiful? They're all beautiful in the eyes of our Lord.
Just smile. Look at the camera and smile. Then we got a banger here. We collect. Holy Gong Show partner.
Yeah,
Banger.
grateful for that. Hey, you guys got to reach out to me. I messaged you. Tell me what you're all about so we can help share
Mhm.
the.
We
good work.
collect what?
I don't know. They got to reach
Everything.
out to us.
And then
Oh, new patron, separate. The name is We
we
Collect.
collect.
Separate. He's a Gong Show partner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could be a girl. Could
And then
be
last
a
but not
lady.
least, just snuck himself in. Headphone
Headphone
activist.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, welcome, headphone activist.
Yeah.
You must have stocks into it. My grandma
Good.
always said it'll give me ear cancer. Take that out of your ear. What is the matter with you?
Settle.
Thank you, BabaLewi. You ready for the game
Settle,
plan, bud?
settle. I'm ready for the game plan. It's going to be a banger. Starting off with Get to Know Ya Hall of Famers. And then, back by popular demand, we're going to do a number one draft picks of the 1980s and look at their card market. And I added in, because people wanted to know who did other teams maybe miss out on. So I included them this time. Then it's off to Hobby News. Following that, a national preview with Johnny Amendola from
He
MINTINK.
was shot out of a cannon. He was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Excited to listen. I have not listened yet. I'm sorry, Johnny.
And then we finish it up with personal pickups.
Okay, boys, let's get this Gong Show rolling with our Get to Know Your Hall of Famer series. It's where we've challenged ourselves to profile every single Hockey Hall of Fame player. We started with the very first Hall of Fame class that was elected in 1945 and have been working our way to present day. Currently, we're making our way through the Hall of Fame class of 1963. And today's Hall of Famer that we're going to profile is Shorty Green. Hey,
Yeah.
Shotty.
Shawty da beep. Oh,
Any
Just
Shorty
okay.
Green fans out there, Phil?
No. Negative.
Wilfred Thomas Shorty Green lived from 1896 until passing away at the age of 63 in 1960. He was a lifelong resident of Sudbury, Ontario, Canada. Seems like an average sized guy, although bigger than Phil, 5'10 and 152 pounds. Yeah, you were short even in 1900. He was a
Yeah.
right shot, right wing, and in a career that lasted from just 1923 until 1927, Shotty played for the Hamilton Tigers and the New York Americans, both in the NHL. Go figure.
Jersey's awesome, eh? Big
Yeah.
spangled stars on the top there.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah.
He did not play, though, for the Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs, unfortunately. Although from Sudbury. Prior to his professional career, Shorty enlisted in the Canadian Army in 1915 to fight in World War I. Now, listen to this. When Green was deployed to Europe, he was assigned to the 8th Reserve Battalion and promoted to Lance Sergeant. Do you have to change your name to Lance when you're?
I think it's
like what if your name is Lance?
Well, then you're a Lance a lot. You're a musketeer.
But just 2 days later, he had his promotion reversed as Green wanted to go to the front line to fight.
Wow.
And the fastest way to get there was as a private.
When men were men.
Cannon fodder, I guess, if you're a private. Jeez.
Yeah.
Green fought in the Battle of, oh boy, Passchendaele?
Passchendaele. You don't know what that... Well, you're American. Yeah, you don't know what that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you said it great, though. You said it great.
Yes.
You said it very, very good.
After 3 years. That's it. As a member of the Canadian Machine Gun Corps. Hardcore. On November 9th, 2019, November 9th, 2017. I think it was November 9th, 1917. During the battle, he was a victim of a gas attack. Not the one Louis does.
Oh, boring.
The worst one. And subsequently developed diphtheria and gastritis.
Oh, boy.
Which required it. Yeah, this is sad.
Yeah, it's not astrogastritis.
No. And he had to be hospitalized. The following August, he was still having health issues, and a physician in the Army noted, and I'm quoting, he did not look strong.
Aww.
And Green would be discharged and returned to Canada by December 2018. Chemical warfare is gross.
Josh, did he ask to go to the front lines, and was he aware that he was going to Passchendaele? Because we lost a lot of young Canadian men there. That Passchendaele is very famous in Canada because we won. I think it was to break into Berlin.
Okay.
It was in 1917, as you said. So it was the surrounding ridge, I believe, and it was part of a bigger plan. But thousands and thousands of men died, and it was horrible. So I'm wondering.
That is very sad.
Yeah. Well, there's the bad weather. There was mud. I mean, it was horrible. So I'm wondering, did he request to go to that hellhole? Because that's beyond admirable and patriotic. So,
well, you hear of even in watching World War II movies, even how when young men, we watch mainly American ones because we're in America, but would be medically unable to serve, they would commit suicide.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because the which is horrible, but the draw, and it was seen as a disgrace not to go fight at that time. And so I mean the bravery and heroism was crazy. And so I like history. And after the one battle, I think it was World War II battle, that the very famous one that I learned through the show is Vimy Ridge. Right?
Yeah, Vimy Ridge is a big one.
Yeah, and so I did go research it after that, and I'll go look up Passchendaele. So thank you for pointing that out.
You got it.
Once back in Canada, Green resumed playing hockey at the senior level and helped the Hamilton Tigers to the Allen Cup in 1919. Now, while he's playing with the Hamilton Tigers here, it's interesting to note that it was still a amateur club at the time, and then when the NHL formed, they became an NHL club for a short while. So just in case there's any confusion there. He played 4 more years at the senior level with the Sudbury Wolves until beginning his professional career in 1923 as the Hamilton Tigers joined the NHL. In 103 NHL games, Shorty Green scored 33 goals, added 20 assists for 53 points. Also recorded 151 penalty minutes. His retirement came about due to injury. In his second season with the New York Americans, he suffered a dislocated kidney.
What?
Well,
how does that happen?
It can't be fun.
That kind of makes me yak a bit.
I was like, did I read that wrong? How the heck do you dislocate your kidney? And of course, he was sent to the hospital in critical condition. He would recover, but the injury ended his playing career. After hockey, Green would coach for a few years. Later, he opened a clothing store and founded the Sudbury Golf Club. So our golf-obsessed buddy Carter from the Saskatoon show would
Mhm.
Yeah,
that.
no kidding.
And unfortunately, Shorty Green passed away from cancer in 1960. And, the first thing that my mind goes to is that gas attack. And,
Sure.
like, Agent Orange in Vietnam
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So, yeah. Why should you care about Shorty Green if you don't already? It's been kind of an amazing story. Despite standing just 5'6", oh, it wasn't 5'10". Shorty Green played with the heart and ferocity of a giant. He earned a reputation as a gritty two-way forward with relentless energy. His size didn't stop him from battling bigger opponents and often coming out on top. Prior to the NHL, Green played for the Sudbury Wolves, a powerful senior team in the Ontario Hockey Association, continued to be a force in the amateur ranks, and helped raise the profile of Northern Ontario hockey. He was admired from bringing NHL-level talent and toughness to the senior league. So is there like a big distinction in like Northern Ontario? So is there like Ontarians or whatever? Is there like a pride about that, Phil, or no?
Well, there's the most 90% of the population lives in the Golden Horseshoe, and that's goes around like it grabs Ottawa's just on the edge of it, hits Kingston, Toronto, Hamilton, and then we kind of go to Buffalo. So if you're above that, no one's really paying attention to you. Unfortunately, Ontario is so big, and I think 90% of the population's at the bottom. Yeah, I've never traveled to North. I've been to Quebec 100 times more than I've been to my own province up north. I don't really know what goes on up there.
Maybe you have to go check it out.
Yeah, I want to go look at hockey. I want to take a year off work and visit hockey card stores. Well, I mean, who doesn't, right? Someone want to fund me?
No, we need a sponsor to do that. We'll get an RV and we'll wrap it with the Gong Show.
That's my point. That's all I want to do. I just want to wake up, make videos, buy hockey cards, dance in the clouds, watch some movies.
You know what makes all that possible, actually, where we could really do that is Starlink, because we could have good, decent, at least, internet anywhere. Okay, Green was known for talking constantly on the ice, chirping opponents, directing teammates, and keeping up a running dialogue throughout the games. Teammates joked that the NHL could have used a microphone on him for constant play-by-play. So if they had the mic'd up kind of thing back then, he would have been a great guy to do it. It sounds like.
You want to know something funny? You know how I got a big mouth on me now? When I played hockey.
Now?
Yeah, when I played hockey. Oh, yeah, you should have seen me in high school, dude. It was great. My teacher, I'd fall asleep in class. I had one teacher, Mr. Cairns. He would wake me up, and it was very bold of him. Every other teacher, if I fell asleep in any class, would just let me sleep. They wouldn't let anyone wake me up. It was a joy for their day. So, yeah, it was good.
That's why you got all those E grades, hey?
E minuses.
Green was named captain of the Hamilton Tigers for the 1924-25 season, one of the NHL's early franchises. In the 1924-25 year, he helped the Tigers finish first in the NHL, a major feat for a team that had been bottom dwellers just a few years earlier. Green was known for his aggressive forechecking and strong two-way play. In that same 1924-25 season, he ended in a historic labor standoff. The Tigers players, including Green, refused to play in the playoffs unless they were paid extra for the extended season. So I guess at the time, your salary didn't increase during the postseason. The NHL refused, and the team was disqualified. It was one of the first major player strikes in professional sports history. So that's crazy. They finished first in the NHL in the regular season, and then they were disqualified because they wanted more money.
Selfish SOBs. Who do they think they are? Professional athletes? How dare they?
Shotty's older brother, Red Green, also played for the Tigers. The two were part of a rare brother duo in early NHL history, both known for their relentless style. Playing on the same team, they brought energy and leadership to Hamilton's rise in the mid-1920s. And then, of course, Shorty Green was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1963, not for gaudy statistics, but for his impact on the game's development and his pioneering role in both the NHL and senior hockey. He symbolized fierce determination and the grit of early pro hockey players. Looking at Shorty Green's hobby market, his rookie card is in the 1923-24 William Patterson V 145-1 set, card number 30. The PSA 7 we're looking at on YouTube is the highest all-time seller.
Nice.
It sold for $10,000 US
What?
dollars in September of 2022.
10 large? Holy moly.
It could be like a registry person.
Yeah, it's somebody we don't know.
I respect the early 20s hockey cards, but they're not like attractive.
That's a great card though. Look, Shorty Green, Hamilton, National Hockey League. Perfect. Great card.
Mm-hmm.
The 1910, 11, and 11 are much more interesting to me.
Bill Brasky approves of this hockey card.
There's also a Shorty Green card in the 1924 Champ cigarette set, C144. We're looking at PSA 8, believe it or not. It's the highest seller. It's over 100 years old. Sold for $870 US in February of 2022. Now, there's two other 1924-25 cards you can go look up yourself if you're interested. There's the Maple Crispet set. Phil's a big fan of that. And
Huge
the William
fan.
Patterson V145-2. And the final Playing Days card that I found is from the 1925 Dominion chocolate set. Leaning Tower of Chocolate, looks like.
Oh,
And the holder
oh,
there.
don't make me run. I'm full of chocolate, yeah. Uter.
Yeah, he's totally like I love this picture. Number one, it looks like a newspaper clip out. He's totally got the Dieter from Sprockets kind of turtleneck vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Going on there. Well, the PSA 6 were mocking. Sold for $158 US in March of 2020. It's the highest seller.
Or a young Hannibal Lecter. Hello, Clarice.
And finally, if you're Phil, feel free to overpay for a 1985 Cardophilium card because he thinks that they're all more expensive than they really are.
Yeah, well,
Sure.
I'd love you to find. Why don't you make it a little mission to find yourself the entire set for $100 since you think it's so easy? Yeah,
I'll call it
you're at the
Comic
National, bud. You're at the National. You're at the Mecca. You're at the wall. You can start praying. There are all these Cardophilium cards.
Hey, Tom McDonald. Yeah. Done deal.
Anyways.
That boy is your Hockey Hall of Famer, Shorty Green.
What a baller.
Good job, Big Josh.
Much respect.
Nice.
Obviously for his heroism.
Yeah, that's what really stands out. The hockey stuff's cool, but the real life stuff was pretty major. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna skate on over to BabaLewi for some more 1980s draft pick stuff.
Yeah, this is a banger. I'm excited for this. Thanks for letting me get the next one in so quick, Josh.
There's so many horrible jokes I could say, but this is a family show.
Yeah, I'm staying away. The people want what the people want, Louis. Look at all the feedback you got.
Yeah, you got a lot of feedback.
You put it in, buddy. Let's go.
Sure. So, we're going to do the 80s here, and starting off in 1980. Your number one draft pick for the Montreal Canadiens is none other than Doug Wickenheiser.
Oh.
He played 556 games over 10 seasons with 5 different NHL teams. Here, you will see his PSA 9, 81 O-Pee-Chee, top sale, $45 US, January of 2024. Now, what?
Sorry, I have a potentially dumb question to ask the world's probably worst person because every time I ask a Canada question, he doesn't know it. Is there a connection between the only Wickenheiser I know is the Haley Wickenheiser, the awesome female hockey player? Is there a connection here, Phil? Is that maybe her dad or uncle or something?
If you can pronounce the last name properly.
Wickenheiser.
What's that?
Who?
Say it again.
Wickenheiser.
Yeah. No, you're saying it. You're saying it absolutely correct. I have no idea if they're related, but I'd guess yes. Maybe. I think they're cousins. If I have to check back in my bank, I think they're cousins. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With Haley Wickenheiser, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure she's from Saskatoon or Saskatchewan, and I think he is. So
How about we just do this? Wickenheiser was the father of soccer player Carly Wickenheiser and a cousin of former Canadian national team player and Hockey Hall of Fame inductee Haley Wickenheiser.
Haley. Yeah, there we go. I knew it was in there. I knew it was in there.
Trebek.
That's right. I got the shirt on. I was right on that
There we go.
Gold star.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now, here's who possibly Montreal could have picked first in this 1980 draft. First round pick number 3 was Dennis Savard.
Didn't need him.
Swing and a miss.
His 81
Spinorama.
O-Pee-Chee PSA 9 sold last for $286 US.
He looks like he just took a puck to the, where.
The loins. I bet you Montreal wish they could spinorama that draft pick. Oh, thank you.
Or the 4th pick was Larry Murphy.
Ooh, that's a name.
Yeah.
His 81
That card is
O-Pee-Chee.
awesome.
I love it.
Larry.
No, stop.
I love it.
You could be mean to Neil.
Larry's 81 O-Pee-Chee PSA 9 last sold for $425. Now, I'd be shooting myself in the foot maybe for the next one. But pick number 6, Paul Coffey.
Oh, he's only good because of Wayne Gretzky.
Hmm.
And Connor McDavid.
Sure.
He's one of the original passengers of the league, like Draisaitl.
Passenger of the league. We need a passenger bus. The Gong Show passenger bus of the league.
Can I
Anyway.
save you in the comments because that's a joke that Phil makes? And then
I don't. No, I'm serious.
You stop it.
Paul Coffey's 81 O-Pee-Chee PSA 10 last sold for $5,032.50.
Another fantastic rookie card. Like the
Mhm.
photo, love it.
You like
Now.
it, eh? Nice.
It's going to 81.
Okay.
First round pick, 1981, went to the Winnipeg Jets. They selected Dale Hawerchuk.
Not bad.
Okay.
His 82 O-Pee-Chee. Top sales is PSA 10. We're showing on YouTube. It sold for $1,781 back in April 2004. Hawerchuk won the Calder in 82 and Hockey Hall of Fame 2001. They called him Ducky. I didn't know that.
Me neither.
He scored 1,409 points. He had 518 goals, 891 assists during his 16-year career.
Wow. Played longer than I thought. Yeah.
Now,
How about you?
Gretzky overshadowed everybody, eh? Just everyone. Mike Bossy, Dale Hawerchuk. I mean, everyone knows who they are and they're superstars, but these guys are really, really good.
oh,
No one cares about
absolutely.
Dale Hawerchuk in our hobby,
Now, if Dale Hawerchuk was a solid pick, I think, but if they wanted to, the next option, all the way down to pick number 4, was Ron Francis,
Oh, wow.
Oh, love this card.
and
Yeah.
his rookie card is an 82 O-Pee-Chee at PSA 10, sold for $1,680. And another availability was the 8th pick, I think. Yes, Grant Fuhr. You needed a goalie.
Grant Fuhr was a high round pick. Wow. Interesting. I did not know
He was
that.
like
That's
super
cool.
athletic, and then he got kind of fat and cocaine-y.
Yeah.
How
I
do you
think
get
at some
fat?
point-
How do you get fat and cocaine?
You eat a lot
you're
of food,
rich.
and then you take booger
Yeah.
sugar.
Well, they don't usually go hand in hand. They're
That's what
usually
I'm-
they call
okay.
it the Coke diet when you're kind of a stick on. Yeah.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter anyway.
Can you go to back to Ron Francis for a minute? There's a very important point I'd like to make. If the Minneapolis Lakers, where there's land of 10,000 lakes, can move to LA where there's no lakes, why can't the Hartford Whalers move to Carolina where there's no whales and still be the Whalers?
You're so silly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah,
wouldn't
I know.
that would be genius.
Yeah.
Who would be mad at that?
It would add I don't know, it would add a lot of awesome to the whole thing.
But if I own the team and it's like, I might like to make like millions of dollars on merch.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, I have a Hartford. Are they aware that I have a Hartford Whalers hobby binder? I don't think they know that.
Mm.
Yeah. Who would you rather on your team, Francis or Hawerchuk? I know who I would. They're both centers.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure. No, I'm sure they're both centers. Pretty close in points, I think. I mean, Francis must have more games played, I would assume. I'd go Howard Chuck just because.
The
I don't know.
Jets.
Yeah.
We didn't get, well, until 3 years ago, there wasn't really NHL on TV here in America. So
mean
there
3 years
certainly
ago?
wasn't in Phil. Welcome to
didn't-
our show. We've talked about this for a long time.
Yeah, but I just thought you were exaggerating. Like you couldn't
No.
watch hockey on the weekend when you were a kid.
You had to have, well, no, but you had to have cable. So, okay.
Wait, you didn't have cable?
No, hold on. You had to have cable, but depending on your cable subscription, who you used here, 1 company, 2 company, 3 company. Company 2 might carry it. 1 and 3 don't carry that channel that you want to watch hockey on. And you might not be able to get number 2. It might not be available.
Okay.
So
It was on, well, and that was like 5 years ago. In 1991, the Minnesota North Stars were in the Stanley Cup Finals against, and we got throttled by Super Mario and this guy, Ron Francis. And the games were not on TV in Minnesota.
Oh, go on.
They were
watched-
not. No.
I watched them. Yeah, they had to have been because I watched
No,
it.
because Troy will get Troy on here.
Okay.
They were on. So you had to have a satellite dish because
An old school one that moved.
Yes, yeah, the big dish.
Yeah.
backyard.
Channel 3080. Go.
And then
It'll be there
like
in an hour.
the bad channels too. But so anyways, Louis, I'm
gonna ask my pops.
I sat in my bedroom in my bunk bed with my little brother crying as like Mario we were losing like 16-1 or something. And then we came down for one of the games too, because I'm from northern Minnesota. We came down the Twin Cities and it was like pay-per-view or something like that. And my uncle actually bought the game for me as a very nice gesture. And then we got even smoked worse that game.
Yeah.
Well, is that how I watched it then? Pay-per-view? I know I watched it. I was at home watching the game.
But I swear to you, it was not on regular. We were in the Stanley Cup Finals and we couldn't watch it on TV.
That really sucks. Well, we always had Hockey Night in Canada on CBC on Saturdays. You could always count on that. Thursday games, I mean, they'd be on. Only in my high school days, so still a long time ago, did hockey just start going on weekdays, like Tuesday night games, Thursday night games. But, that was 25 plus years ago, so not 5. So I think hockey's always been pretty easily accessible up here. And if you couldn't watch hockey on a game, just go to their local arena and watch some junior.
Sure.
Yeah.
To finish this up, Grant Fuhr's 82 PSA 10 rookie card last sold for $1,199 US.
I can't believe he was an 8th pick. That's wow, crazy.
1982. Anybody got a clue who the Boston Bruins took first? Because you don't have an idea.
No.
His name is Gord Kluzak.
Oh, Gord.
He was the number 1 pick.
I knew it was Gord.
He played in the NHL from 82 to 90, but missed a lot of games due to knee injuries. In 1990, he won the Masterton Trophy for players who overcome injuries or other obstacles during their career.
Must be a Boston thing.
Wow.
Maybe they should check the guy who's Zamboni's the ice. He's a little tired on there. Poor Bobby, Gord. Who's next?
But Gord's 83, not O-Pee-Chee, but KSA 9 sale, top sale, 25 USD, sold in January of 24.
Huh.
Other options for Boston. Number 2 pick was Brian Bellows, went to the North Stars. His 83 O-Pee-Chee PSA 10 last sold for 105. Then,
that's not a bad card to buy for us, huh, Louis?
No, it's a beautiful card. Then at number 5, Scott Stevens.
Oh, Phil, get excited.
Yeah, there he is.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy.
His 83 O-Pee-Chee BGS 10 sold for 800. Go ahead, Josh. Sorry, I cut you off reading.
Oh, I'm done. I was just making fun of Phil.
Okay. This one's more for Phil. At number 6, the Buffalo Sabres jumped in and grabbed Phil Housley.
Oh, look at him. Look,
Phil.
what an athlete. Look at him. Look, he just...
St. Paul, Minnesota's own. Look at those broad shoulders.
Mhm.
Yeah, Big
Wow.
shoulder, look, oversized breezers and big shirt.
Legend.
And look at that
Legend.
strong chin on him.
Housley's
Yeah.
83 O-Pee-Chee PSA 10 last sold for $500. And then we're going way deep into the first round here. Even another option, maybe a little better than Gord. At 16, Dave Andrechuk. His 84 O-Pee-Chee PSA 10 sold for $1,350.
He played forever, eh? He must have played over 20 years, this guy.
I used to get Dave Andrechuk and Dale Howardchuk mixed up.
A lot of Chucks. And then
Hmm.
Ottawa's got Kutchuk, Yakimchuk. Lot of Chucks.
Chuck E.
Chuck-
Cheese.
Chuckachuk. Yep.
Must be Slavic or something.
Chuckapuck. Yep. 1983.
You doing all the 80s?
Yes, sir.
Right
Well,
up
it's
to
us
89.
that's really slowing this down. So,
Yeah, I mean, I blew through this last time. It was just you and me, Phil. I mean,
Yeah, I just let you go. Yeah.
oh, there may be-
oh, sorry. If I could play that. Minnesota North Stars in 83 had the number 1 pick. Josh, who'd they
Yes.
take?
Hatcher.
No.
What? You
They
know
went
this.
with
Come on.
Brian Lawton. Thank you.
Brutal.
But hey, Lawton was the first American picked first overall, as
Oh, yeah.
the first to be drafted from a high school hockey league. Now,
There
he
you
was
go.
a touted prospect, did not live up to expectations. It took him 4 full seasons in the NHL before he got a rookie card. Yes, we are in 83. His rookie card here, 1987 O-Pee-Chee. His top sale is a PSA 10 that went for $26 in 2020. I'm showing
Number
an
1 pick took 4 years to get a rookie card. That if Connor Bedard in the first 4 years will have 47.8 million cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here were the other options for the North Stars in 83. They could have taken, sitting at number 3 still, the pick was Pat LaFontaine.
Ooh.
His 84 O-Pee-Chee PSA 10 sold for $1,470.
I would have taken him.
The next pick at number 4, didn't need this guy either. Stevie Y.
Stevie Y.
He had a highest sale is his 84 O-Pee-Chee BGS 10 pristine black label sold for $15,000 this year.
Wow.
Thank you for your honesty.
And if that's not enough, Tom Barrasso was available. He was the 5th round pick. His 84 O-Pee-Chee PSA 10 last sold for $916.
Barrasso was drafted that in 83. Oh, wow.
Well, number 5 overall.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's goalies went high back then. Holy moly.
Well, he's got high back then too.
And then the last pick I chose was the 9th round, or the 9th pick in the first round was Cam Neely. 84 O-Pee-Chee PSA 10 last sold for $1,150. I'd take any of those guys over Lawton.
Yeah.
Where do you guys stand on the Tron-esque Vancouver jerseys from the early 80s?
No, not a fan.
Yeah, I don't like those. I like
No.
the skate, but not that.
I like the one after it, right? Same
Mhm.
color scheme, but the better logo and design.
Mhm.
That's a little too confused, late 70s, early 80s for me.
1984.
Big year. Big year.
Big year.
You kissed your first cousin in 84 or what?
I was 3 years old. Don't be a loser.
Wow.
No, I'm saying it's a big year because you're Ole Lefse there, you know?
Number 1 pick, 1984. Mario Lemieux. His
Way to walk
85
all over BabaLewi's touchdown call there, Phil.
It's totally fine. 85 O-Pee-Chee top sale PSA 10 sold for $55,350 USD in May of 2021. Did you know Mario scored in his first game, during his first shift, and on his first shot?
Did not know that.
I think Troy mentioned that once on the show. Yeah, there's a handful of guys that have done that, which is wild.
Yeah. So, I didn't even waste any time with any of the other guys because there was really nothing to write home about.
What? That's a big year for 84.
Mm-mm.
No?
No,
Okay.
there wasn't a lot, honestly.
Guess Kirk Muller's a nobody to you.
Well, I don't remember when he was taken. And
No, it's okay. No one knows.
You just
That
did
guy-
first round.
Yeah.
1985, also just one
One and done.
guy, one and done, was Wendell Clark.
Ooh.
His 86-87 O-Pee-Chee top sale was a BGS 9.5, sold for $511.27 US in February of 2022. I didn't find anybody else that I felt needed to be on that list for that. So we're going to move on to 86. First round pick went to the Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah.
Joe Murphy.
Oh, boy.
Anybody?
Yeah. Joe Murphy.
Yeah. Joe Murphy. 1990-91 O-Pee-Chee top sale.
He had a good career.
He did. His top sale was just a raw card. Sold for 72 cents in May of 25.
You
2
kidding
months
me?
ago. No.
That's the highest selling Joe Murphy card ever.
Why?
There's a card ladder.
He had a very average NHL career from I think. I don't know. Okay, maybe
Somebody
not
put up a
good,
card
but-
for $100. Phil will buy it. Show Joe some love.
Other options for the Oilers. First round, number 6 was Vincent Damphousse.
Oh.
Vinny D.
Vinny D.
Yeah.
His 87-88 O-Pee-Chee PSA 10 last sold for $400. And we got number 9 pick of the first round of 1986, Brian Leach.
No, an American.
His 89 O-Pee-Chee PSA 10 last sale, $392.
Can you imagine adding either of those two players to that late
Oilers.
80s Oilers team?
Not too shabby, eh?
Right. That would have been sweet. And we jump into 87.
It's a good year.
It was. Buffalo Sabres had the first round pick.
Oh, it was Detroit. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. He was in an Oilers jersey in his rookie card.
Yes. Hold on. Yeah. He was the first collegiate player to be picked first overall in the NHL draft. He spent 3 years in Detroit, but did not get any cards until he was traded to the Oilers. But he was part of the Stanley Cup in 1990. So thanks for helping out there, Murphy. Good job, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Off to 87 and the Buffalo Sabres number 1 pick, Pierre Turgeon.
So good. So good.
19 seasons in the NHL, 515 goals, 812 assists, 1,294 regular season games. Won the Lady Byng in 93 when he scored a career high 58 goals and had 74 assists.
Crazy.
His 88-89 O-Pee-Chee top sale, this PSA 10, sold for $700 back in January of 23. Now, one more option for Buffalo with the number 1 pick there. Could have been the number 15 pick, Joe Sakic.
15, eh? Isn't that crazy?
I know. Sakic's 89-90 O-Pee-Chee BGS 10 pristine sold last for $2,300.
You know the thing about the Sakic rookie, though, right?
That's not the expensive one.
Good. We're all learning around here.
The Chicago Blackhawks, I believe Luke Richardson, he's not an Ottawa boy, but he's a former Peterborough Pete, and he has strong connections in Ottawa. He's the coach for the Blackhawks now, is he not? Luke Richardson? Or did he get fired recently?
Yeah,
or hired? Yeah, they got fired. Yeah, he got fired. He was in that draft. Very good hockey player, good person.
Yeah, I did mention this in the first one when Phil and I were going through these. I tried, except for now I'm going to put my foot in my mouth because I didn't with the next one because I can do what I want. But I'm trying to do everybody's O-Pee-Chee if it's available.
Okay, well, your guy's next, isn't it?
It is. I picked a different one. So in 1988, the North Stars didn't screw up and picked Mike Modano. Now this I'm showing a 1990-91 Bowman Tiffany top sale PSA 10 sold for $1,280 USD back in November of 2023.
Do you guys remember this draft? I have memories of this draft. I remember the jerseys, the haircuts, the way they got called up. It was crazy. Big draft.
How much money can I bet that at some point in your life you've dated a girl named Tiffany?
Yeah, I have.
Of course.
Yeah, what?
All we need to know.
What? She
Mhm.
was great. We still chat once in a while.
Sure.
Now, even though they didn't screw up, they had options. Number 8 went Jeremy Roenick.
Not bad.
His 89-90 O-Pee-Chee PSA 10 sold for $155 US.
I wouldn't have even picked him. I'd pick someone else you're about to say, probably.
Yep. At number 10 of the first round, Teemu Selanne.
Finish flash.
1992 Young Guns PSA 10 sold for $500.
You
Yeah, how about that?
taking Alexander Barkov over Teemu Selanne too?
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm taking Teemu's. Teemu's next level. Yeah.
Well, let's round out the 80s, boys.
Whoa. You're skipping Trevor Linden?
I just stuck with
All right, fine. It's your bet. I'm sorry.
1989. Number 1 overall pick was Mats Sundin.
Yeah.
Yep.
His 90-91 O-Pee-Chee Premier top sale is an SGC 10, well, 100 because this is an old label, sold for $405 US back in December of 2024. And that, y'all, is your 1980s number 1 picks and or misses.
Good job by you, Phil.
Awesome, Louis.
Can we also rename the Ottawa Senators the Quebec Nordiques?
No, don't be silly. That's doesn't even make sense. That's inside voice, Josh. That's inside voice. Think before you speak.
Great job, Louis.
Thanks.
Awesome. You'll be on to the 80s.
Yeah.
90s.
90s next. Yep.
Slab Sharks is a Gong Show partner sponsor. We're thankful for their support of our show, this show. The current Slab Sharks weekly eBay auction ends tonight. Join us. We'll all be there on the Gong Show YouTube channel starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time as we hang out live and cover and comment on all the key hockey cards ending. It is a new time.
Yeah.
We're pushing it back an hour later because we wanted to be around when some of the bigger cards get auctioned, and we were a little too much of eager beavers as we started the show. And
8's better. 8's better. Plus, I'm late tonight, so yeah. I'll see you close to 9.
Okay. More than 4,000 cards ending tonight. Phil has promised to meticulously go through every one and judge it harshly.
Yes.
Just kidding.
Especially yours, good listener. Especially yours.
Oh, I can also tease we're going to have a beautiful debut, probably when you show up, of a brand new Gong Show song. It's about Phil and roids, but not the ones that make your arms big, and your jewels small.
If you haven't had enough, it's another Phil song.
I told you if you have questions, Josh, I can demystify that stuff, but I'll let you just keep throwing it out there.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's just a little card ending. It's on the screen. It's a Monster 23-24 Ultimate Collection. Connie McDavid, Shield Auto 101. Don't see those every day. So
what's it on now? Like 30K? Something?
34?
Whoa, big.
You keep talking. I'll look it up.
Oh, thanks. The reason why so many hockey card collectors are choosing Slab Sharks to help sell their cards on eBay is because, well, they do all the work. You get to be lazy. Who doesn't like that? And Slab Sharks also is the biggest weekly hockey auction there is. It's true story. I've even caught the bug. I just sent in, what was it, 2 nights ago, Louis? 61 cards that I had been just kind of rotting away collecting dust in boxes. And well, they're going right to Slab Sharks to go in the auction. And they're nice cards, but they just don't fit my PC perfectly as I want them to. And so now others can enjoy them. I'm going to get some cash to buy maybe a card or two that I really like. So it's a win-win. And this is what I did when I picked up the OV Liquid Gold that, according to Phil, I was a huge hobby idiot and dramatically overpaid.
Who am I to say anything about anybody overpaying? Absolutely not. Don't
Fair story.
straw man me.
I know.
No.
I'm not butthurt about it. I still think it was hilarious that you literally went on like a huge diatribe about not to do exactly what I had done.
And I was wondering why. I was like, why is Josh frozen, or why is he pinching
like,
his face so awkwardly? Yeah, you're like, Phil, can I tell you something?
I
I'm
agree,
like,
Phil. I agree.
Buddy, come on. I've done the dumbest things.
I know, but and it was a lot of money. But the best part was it was all money that I just got from cards that I
it's
sold.
gravy.
So it's like juvenile thinking, but it's not like I had to dip into the kids' college fund to overpay for the card. I'm going to be happy about it. So I love it. So whether you're a Canadian or American, who sends their Slab Sharks cards through the Gong Show, that's us. Why not clean up the old collection a bit, get some money? There's a link to submit through us and avoid international shipping in the show description, or you can get complete consignment info at slabsharks.com. Hobby news.
Hobby news.
For a guy wearing sunglasses, that was pretty muted. Come on.
What do you want me to do?
You can do better. Come on. Let's go.
Gathered information from the hobby and presented to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's do a little hockey hobby index update, maybe a little market check, see what's going on. So it's been a minute or more since we checked in on the card ladder indexes for hockey to see how market values are trending in our little corner of the hobby. And I was reminded to do this by there was a mailbag question in our Discord that was really funny. We never put it on the show, but somebody was like, I can't remember who it was like, had a mail. They're like, hey, you guys should like really put together like an index of the top. I don't know if they talk like this, of like the
Probably
top
not.
50 cards in the hobby. And
we just lost a Patreon member.
yeah, sorry. No, I'm not trying to be condescending. I don't do voices well. And they can come on the show and make fun of me, and that's fine. Everybody else does. So, and the funny part of it is that we've actually done that. I like spent like 6 months of my life doing it, and we never talk about it, which is even more funny because there nary is anything we don't do that we literally don't beat into the ground promoting it. So it's like the one thing we've done that we don't talk about. Yeah. All that being said,
today.
All that being said, we're going to do it.
We're going to do it. So yeah, we did do that. We built Card Ladder has two indexes. They have a hockey index, which is like, love you guys. Not great. They haven't updated in like 3 years. They threw in like Bedard. They kind of gave up in 2021 and like threw in a Bedard rookie and a few other ones. So honestly, probably not the best spot. And so we did do the Gong Show 100. And when we did the Gong Show 100, the idea was, well, let's leave, if we want to get a true sense of what's really going on with market prices, you got to kind of eliminate the very volatile prospects and rookies because they just go up and down with pop counts and they stink for 2 weeks or whatever. And so it's more of like a blue chip, sort of, not like penny stocks and we spent a long time, came up with 100 cards that we thought best represent the hobby. And so looking, when I went to update the last 3 months, it was awesome to see that you're back, Phil. We lost you.
Yeah, power went out. Apologies. Generator is powered up just in case it happens again. So apologies for the delay. Carry on.
No delay because of magic editing. But Louis thought you rage quit the show, so I'm glad you're back.
I'm done. X.
What I was saying is, was excited to go in and take a peek at how's our index doing? How's hockey doing amongst all the other sectors of the hobby? And we found out, of course, that over the last 3 months, it's a dead last. Did we forget to like a part when we were putting it together, Lister, Louis, or what happened here? It's down 13.47% in the past 90 days. I don't know. Is the dream dead? Is hockey hobby over? Should we start a Pokemon podcast for Monday?
No, don't. Let's not get outrageous. Someone check Josh's temperature, please.
Bill, pull out your Pikachu costume. Let's go. Nah, it's all good. I think honestly, it's just summer. We're kind of at the bottom of the pit that is the off season right now. But to give a little bit more detail, so I pulled up quickly of the 100 cards that make up the Gong Show 100. We're going to go through quickly the top 5 losers and gainers over the past 3 months. So we'll start with the top 5 losers. These are by percentage. And the biggest loser is Phil. Oh, sorry, wrong list.
Aw, I thought I was a winner. I like being
you are
a winner.
You are a winner. You're so cute.
I'm a loser sometimes. That's okay.
No,
That's how we learn.
You're not. The biggest loser over the last 3 months is the 1990 O-Pee-Chee Premier Sergei Fedorov rookie PSA 10, down 40%. I'd take that card. Maybe I'll go shopping. I like Fedorov.
Mm-hmm.
Next biggest loser, the 1990 Score Canadian Louis guy, Martin Brodeur, rookie PSA 10 is down 34%. Oh boy, not a good run for Louis guys. Followed by the 1990 O-Pee-Chee Premier Mike Modano rookie PSA 10 down 33%. Oh
no!
To Phil's delight.
Yes.
2016-17 Upper Deck AM34 Young Guns PSA 10 down 31% in the past 3 months. Oof.
How hard they fall. How hard they go bald and how hard they fall.
Last sale 661 US. Probably a good time to buy if you're expecting a Matthews comeback here.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think it's a good time.
Yeah, it probably is.
If we were like the buy, sell kind of a show, might have him in the buy part of it. And the 5th largest loser is 1991 Upper Deck Peter Forsberg with the super creepy picture rookie card PSA 10 that's down 26%. Have we ever focused on this? When I look at this card, I think of serial killer getting his portrait at Glamour Shots. my vote is like, I'm not joking. If you we did like a poll or a list of the most important players with the worst rookie cards, this is like number 1 with a bullet for me.
Well, it's up there. It's not number 1. I mean,
Oh,
Joe Sakic's is worse.
Yeah, he's like in like weird football pads in his, but I think this is worse.
It's not, because I've seen this card so many times. I've hit it in packs. I'm used to it. I'm not used to. I might have bought packs, but I didn't know he was the 15th overall pick. I didn't know he was a bum, so I wasn't paying attention to Joe Sakic.
Wow. Okay, let's now switch to sunshine, puppy dogs, rainbows, and positivity.
Oh.
Here's the top 5 gainers in the past 3 months as a percentage, according to the Gong Show 100 Index. Number 1 gainer is the, Phil, wow. 2020-21 SP Authentic Timmy Stutzla. Future Watch Auto out of $9.99. PSA 10 is up 68%.
There we go. There we go. Timmy Tantrums.
Oh, and then great. Number 2 is my Mount Rushmore card. 1979 O-Pee-Chee Gretzky PSA 8 is up 50%. It's not what I want. I want to buy the card for cheap. Followed by the 1985 O-Pee-Chee Mario Lemieux PSA 10 up 27%. Then 1990 Upper Deck Pavel Bure Young Guns, one of the best cards ever. PSA 10 up 27% as well. And then finally the 0506 the Cup Sidney Crosby True RPA at a 99 BGS 910 is up 27%.
Huh.
Yeah. Of the 100 cards in the Gong Show 100, 25 have increased in value over the past 3 months. 31 have decreased in value. And if you can do math, this is not a math show, but that means 44 have remained the same. So that's your hobby market update. I think it's buying time. That's what I read from the
It's the summer. Buying time, baby. It's good. It's when we hedge our bets, right? When we prospect.
Anything else on that? Are we ready to move on?
I forgot who was number 1 on the increases again. I forget. Okay. Matt Boldy? Was it Matt Boldy?
Yeah, Matt. Oh, interesting. You say that. Okay.
Why?
Well, we'll get to that in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this article, and this took me great restraint because on the Athletic posted for all 32 teams the best and worst jerseys of all time.
Okay.
It's an amazing article. I so bad wanted to go through every team. I did not. This would be a 12-hour show. So I picked some highlights. and I want to get your guys' reactions, and we can debate if we agree or disagree with the Athletic. We must, by contractual obligation, start with Phil's Ottawa Senators.
Yes.
According to the Athletic, the 1992 to 2007 road whites are the best Senators jersey of all time.
Agreed.
Okay.
Book it. Stamp it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. The worst are the 2008 through 11 alternate, and these are brutal.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. They hit it. They hit a grand slam both picks. Terrible jersey.
Those are so
terrible.
bad.
Do you know what? There was a poll done on Sen's Twitter about a couple months ago. Do you know what the number one jersey people love the most? This one.
Really?
No.
I'm dead serious. They're crazy. Sen's Twitter is crazy people. Crazy. You guys got to go outside. You have to go outside, find a sport to play, feel the vitamin E, D, whatever the sun is.
Okay. When it comes to things with letters, you're just not good.
I don't like letters.
Well, we're going to stick the homer route. We got to go next to our Minnesota Wild. We'll get on to other teams in a minute. Don't worry. The best, according to the Athletic, is the current white road jerseys.
I'm sorry, what?
It's nice.
These are fine. A little plain Jane for me, but they're not the best.
No.
No. The reverse retros. Come on, Athletic.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, but
this one.
I like the white reverse retro better than this one.
Oh, really? I can buy that. The little thing of putting the assistant in the state of Minnesota.
So cool.
Awesome. That's great, eh?
Oh, love it. Yeah, the end of story, case closed. Big time F- or E- if you're in Canada, I guess, on the Athletic for this one. But we'll move on. Now, the worst Wild jersey of all time, they say, is the 2022 Winter Classic.
Oh.
I thought that was awesome.
I like that.
The whole uni was sweet.
My one critique is, well, first of all, look at this outdoor scenery. You've got Hibbing, Minnesota, my hometown, owns Scotty Prunovich for the Blues in the shot as well there, which is nice. But the helmet, they didn't match the helmet.
No.
That's like the one thing that I would point out. But
yeah, but nobody's helmet matches anything anyways. You got a Warrior, you got a Bauer, you got a whatever. All the greens for they're all tinted a little different color. Once they're all together, you can notice it. Know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people in Minnesota would say we had for a long time the red alternate jersey with a circle Minnesota logo, and a lot of people did not like that one. Yeah. Okay, now on to BabaLewi's New Jersey Devils. The best, according to the Athletic, is the 2021 through present, the jersey, not the jersey, but the New Jersey jersey alternate. I think I like these. These are pretty cool in my opinion.
That's a banger. Nice. Our high school boys actually have that as an alternate jersey. It says Tigers on it.
They do. That's right.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome.
Again, I'm going to vehemently disagree with the Athletic when it comes to the worst. They say the worst was the 2014 Stadium Series for the Devils. I like this one.
I
like the green breezers.
That's what turns me off. Black breezers and that.
Yeah, there's something about it I don't like. I know what you mean. I want to like it, but it's maybe the pigment is odd. Like if the green was a different shade to the red, I don't know. I don't feel like on a color wheel they complement each other, but they do kind of at the same time.
It's just got like a very retro feel to me, but okay, I'm wrong, I guess.
Very Kirk Muller.
No, you're not wrong. You have an opinion. It's okay, buddy.
No, he's wrong.
No, he's not.
Okay, now we'll get on to homers and move on. Montreal, storied franchise, important uniform in the history of the game. The best, they say, is the current uniform. And I think very smartly, what the Athletic pointed out about this is that the big allure of the Habs jersey is it hasn't really changed much in 100 years. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I think they increased the C 25%, I believe, like 10 years ago, just in size. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah.
Now, where I do agree with them on the worst, they say is the 2008 through 10 Centennial Barber Pole jersey.
I've never even seen that. That's terrible. Yeah.
Brutal.
Trying to copy my Ottawa 67s a little bit, I think.
That's like the nerdy kids' Christmas pajamas. Looks like to me.
It feels like that's what like prison inmates wear in a Disney cartoon.
Yeah, there you go.
Hmm.
Got to move on to the Anaheim Mighty Ducks because their jerseys everyone loves. So, according to The Athletic, the best of the 1993 to 2006 Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Although, can I say
Mm-hmm.
that the new ones as of last year, I might like these more.
I do. This whole setup is amazing. I love it. My favorite ever.
Yeah.
You like the OG one better, Phil?
Yeah, I think I do. I really liked it as a kid a lot more. I think maybe it's time to move on from the goalie mask duck bill.
Mm.
Like I would put a whole duck in there. You could do a lot with a duck. Ducks are awesome. You know?
I'll make an amendment as I propose changing the Ottawa Senators to the Quebec Nordiques to do that as well for you too. Throw that in like pork in the bill.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The worst jerseys, according for the Ducks, according to the Athletic, were the 2014 through 24 road jerseys. I kind of agree. I don't like the plain D. Not as fun.
The big duck foot.
Well, looks like a big snot booger rocket.
Snot rocket.
Yeah.
Snot rocket. Okay, Boston. Another original six franchise. The best they say is the 2021 reverse retro, and I'm in.
You're right.
I like these.
I know the worst already. The bear.
Oh God,
Gotta be the bear.
You are you are correct. The 1995 to 2006 Pooh Bear alternate. It's more like Poop Bear, but
Poor Greer. It's like, what am I supposed to do wearing this?
these are hideous. All right, last one. Honestly, I could have done all 32 teams. Well, with another original six, the Detroit Red Wings of Detroit. The best they say are the 2014 Winter Classic. I'm a huge fan. I think it's a perfect tie-in of nostalgia with a little bit of a retro kind of outdoorsy flair. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think?
Oh yeah,
I like what they did here. I was gonna say I wish they not to go back to them, but in your Devil's Worst one that we liked the jersey, I wish they'd have done the red. I said black, but red would have worked too. Breezers in that get up too. This looks sick.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's pretty hard to screw up a Detroit uniform. Such a classic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought so too with Montreal, but holy moly, they murdered that one.
Yeah. The worst, according to the Athletic, was a 2021 reverse retro, and yeah, these are hideous.
Yeah, it's like a modern take on a classic design. Not working.
Somebody that got it like in a poor finish at the bottom of the class, and
a minimalist from somewhere.
Yeah, needed a red stripe above and below the gray or silver there, and then on the socks above and below it might have been a little.
Listen to us critiquing these designers, eh? Fashion.
Yeah, well,
fashion-y.
Yeah.
I do have a bonus, kind of a half of a one. So of all, again, if you want to go see them all, you probably have to have a subscription, I think, to the Athletic. They have all 32 teams. The worst jersey by far was this Dallas Stars jersey from 03-06, the Mooterus alternative.
Thought I've never even seen that before. That's it.
Horrible.
It's not very flattering, eh?
We got one Madonna card with him in it, and the card actually looks thick, but I don't like the jersey. It doesn't make sense.
It's a cow head, like a constellation.
Mm-hmm.
The colors are weird. It's like they're all too dark. There's no contrast really in it. Yeah. The emotive properties of the design do not elicit the required response from the recipient, and therefore an ineffective display of marketing prowess. All right, that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Then it just kind of got wrecked at the end.
Oh, sorry. That's what my wife said about our wedding night.
That was good.
And every night after. Okay. Last story. I'm excited about this one too. So I don't know if you guys saw, it was about a week or two ago, the NHL.com, the official media site of the NHL.
Oh, yeah.
Their top 10 list of forwards, under 25 years old.
I can't believe you're talking about this. That's great. It's a show for Phil.
Yeah, I know.
Well, they were coloring doing this one.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't. They're bang on.
So we're gonna go through the NHL's list, and then I did a re-ranking based on
What?
hobby height.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I do. So at number 10, the NHL.com selected Matvei Michkov, the 20-year-old Russian dynamo, had 26 goals as a rookie last year. The most by a Flyers rookie since Michael Renberg had 38 and 82 points in 93-94 when everybody scored goals. He also led all rookies with 3 overtime game-winning goals. That tied Sid the Kid, Rick Nash, and Ilya Kovalchuk for the most overtime goals by a teenager in league history. You guys on board with Matvei Michkov being in the top 10?
Yeah, how could how could he not be? I can't wait to watch him play a lot more this year. I'm really excited to watch Celebrini, Michkov, a handful other guys, and most of them are on this list. It's going to be a good year of hockey to watch these boys level up their game.
I love his swagger and irrational confidence.
Yeah.
I think that irrational confidence is something people don't talk about enough, but is really important in that you have to believe you're the greatest player to ever play, even when you're not. Number 9, Seth Jarvis. Barely chased in the hobby, but has been sneaky good for his age.
He's really good.
23 years old and now has back-to-back 30-goal seasons.
Yeah.
I think that's very impressive.
Canadian boy, too. We need him in the Olympics. Come on, Seth.
He was also the Hurricanes' leading point scorer in the playoffs. He had 6 goals and 16 points in 15 games played. 2 key questions for you. Does Jarvis deserve more hobby love, and will he ever get it?
Yes and no. He's on Carolina.
Now, if he's on the Carolina Whalers.
Yeah, there you go. Well, no, if he was on Toronto, he'd be a national star.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, the Bermuda Triangle of hockey teams there.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be playing with Ehlers now, so that's going to help him, right?
Number 8 on the NHL.com list is former Golden Gopher Matthew Knies. The 22-year-old Maple Leafs forward scored 29 goals in 78 games played last season, and he was so impressive for the Leafs that even Phil kind of likes him.
Oh, yeah. I do like him. I like him a lot. I mean, he's my enemy. He must
love thy enemy.
No, I'm not good. I'm not taking a page out of that book of the Bible. No, he's a great player. He's very good. He has my utmost respect. But if I saw him at night, I'd run him over with my car.
And then you'd immediately go to prison for life because you just pre-confessed to a murder.
No, I wouldn't confess. I'm stone cold, baby. I'd just go home and pretend it didn't happen. I didn't say I'd murder him. Just disfigure him a little bit. I don't want him in the game.
Sorry.
You're so morbid, Josh. Jesus.
Well, the suspense is building. At number 7, maybe controversial, maybe not, we have Macklin Celebrini, who, of course, was the number 1 overall pick in last summer's NHL draft. In his rookie season, he has 63 points in 70 games played, led all rookies with 16 5-on-5 goals. That's, I think, a good stat.
Not bad.
He had the second most goals to Michkov of any rookie, finished 3rd in Calder voting, and is just 19 years old. I'm a huge Celebrini stan. Very bullish in this future.
Yeah.
Any comments?
No, so far so good.
Okay. Now, maybe we have a shocker at number 6. Maybe we don't.
Like
Connor
how do you
Bedard.
mean?
Oh, really?
Like he's not ranked high enough?
No, I didn't think he'd be in the 10 there, really.
Oh, really? Okay, well, he was the number 1 overall pick in the 2023 NHL entry draft. Arguably, maybe not arguably, the most hyped rookie ever in the hockey hobby. Just turned 20, so still very young. Last season, he led the Blackhawks in scoring with 23 goals, 67 points, and 82 games played, which was a slight improvement over his rookie year. We had 22 goals, 61 points, although in just 68 games played. And hobby hysteria aside, do you guys think Connor Bedard deserves to be ranked outside of the top 5 forwards under 25 years old?
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it more, I mean, where am I going to put him? 11? I mean, he's got to be in there. He is that good. He is that good. So, yeah,
he has led his team in scoring both years.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. I was just a bit surprised. Just a bit surprised.
Number 5, we have Cole Caulfield, who's still just 24, and last season set a career high with the Canadiens with 37 goals and 70 points in 82 games played. It was the most goals, Phil, scored by a Habs player since Max Pacioretty.
Pacioretty
Had the same amount in 2014-15. Caulfield had the second most goals in the NHL last season of any player in 5-on-5 with 26. Impressive.
Very.
And he scored at least 23 goals in the past 4 seasons. Now, will he be forgotten in the hobby? That's with Demidov and Shimmy Jakes and Hafkovsky, if you're still on that train.
I don't think so, because this team's going to be on fire.
They're good. Now, is number 4 the biggest head scratcher so far? I don't know.
What's 4?
Wyatt Johnston.
Oh, wow.
He's just 22. Has already now 2 straight 30-goal seasons, which helps him offset the fact he was minus basically $1 million in the playoffs. Really, he was minus 16 in 18 games, one of the worst playoffs plus minuses ever. But I don't know if you blame him for that. So here's a question. If you guys are a GM of your favorite team, you take in Wyatt Johnston over the likes of Matt by Michkov, Macklin Celebrini, Bedard, Caulfield?
No,
I'm not
absolutely
taking
not.
him over them. No.
Not one player you mentioned I would take. Saying that, I don't know too much about Wyatt Johnston. I think I only watched one game. He is really good. That plus minus is a little scary.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if it's an aberration or... At number
I'll tell
3...
you this. I would put Thomas Harley. I would take Thomas Harley on my team before Wyatt Johnston. I can't even believe he's not on this list, unless he's next, but I doubt it.
Well, once again, this is the list of top 10 forwards.
Oh, I'm sorry. Apologies.
Yeah. How do you say that you don't pay attention to me without saying you don't pay attention?
Well, I just thought he kept the top 10 forwards below under 25. Okay, I missed a word. Let's keep going.
He's offensive defenseman. It's fine.
At number 3, a Minnesota Wild player.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah!
The 24-year-old Wild winger led the team in goals last season with 27 points to 73. Bill Kirill was hurt most of the year, so opened up an opportunity for Boldy. It's the 3rd straight season that his point total has increased, which I think is encouraging. He was big for the Wild in the playoffs. He had 5 goals in 6 games. You know, the Wild's playoffs are always under 10 games. I think that's a rule.
Hey, we join you. We're good. We're buddies in that way. Hopefully it changes this year.
And his early career point per game average is pretty good with 244 points in 285 games played. Now, again, I'll ask the same question with Wyatt Johnston. Are you taking Boldy over everyone else we've talked about so far?
No, I'd probably take Celebrini and Michkov and scrap everybody else except number 1, of course. Yeah. What about you guys? Would you keep Boldy or would you trade him for Michkov? We know the answer to that. We know the anscer.
I'd probably I know for Celebrini
know.
In a heartbeat. What about you, Louis?
Yeah, Celebrini in a heartbeat. I don't know that I'm ditching him for Michkov right away. No,
I would.
Not yet.
Wouldn't even think about it.
I'm not the biggest Boldy guy.
Is anybody?
He's a rock, man.
Until he disappears for 3 weeks. But I'm trying to get over that. I'm going to take a fresh approach this year. I'm going to give him a blank slate and see if he...
It's easy for us to say, though, because we watch him constantly. We know what's going on. But
we nitpick. I got you. 2 left. Number 2, Jack Hughes. Still just 24 years old, which is crazy how long he's been in the league. Averaged 1.1 points per game over the last 4 years. Biggest issue with Hughes is the injuries, of course. He's played in just 251 of the last 328 games. So he's missed about a full season in total. And if he can play a full year, he's a guy that you would think would be, if he can play 82 games, he's a 100-point guy, right?
Absolutely.
You want to share any thoughts about Hughes here?
I want to see him finish the season. I want to see him not be as brittle as he has been. Some players, look at Pat LaFontaine. Injury has suffered him his whole life. He would have been every person in the entire world would know who Pat LaFontaine is if injury didn't strike him, and Pierre Turgeon, other players like that. Managing injury and self-care seems to matter more than ever now. So if Jack Hughes can't figure it out, and I mean, sometimes it just poop happens. You're just kind of you break a little easier than the other person, right? And you know, when you get to the number one guy, he's played almost full seasons his whole career, except for the first season. You know, so Timmy Stützle has had a lot of opportunity to get better because he's staying healthy. So I don't know what Jack Hughes is doing in the offseason or for protocol, but he doesn't seem resilient. Yeah, he's recovering constantly. So I hope he, it's not toughens up. That has nothing to do with it. I just hope he becomes more resilient physically. I don't know how you would do, like, go punch Rice. I don't know. No idea.
One thing I think, Louis, that you're just alluding to, though, that is pertinent is that when you're always injured, you're sort of behind the curve, especially in the summer. Like you can't train normally.
Yeah,
right?
mentally too, man.
You get out of shape. Yeah, recovery.
Mentally, it's a killer. I have a broken ankle. I'm not an athlete or anything. It's hard to get out of bed and like, okay, you can do stuff. Like I'm a cripple. I'm a house camp. I'm a nobody. I'm just regular person. This guy's a professional athlete, man. I could only imagine what they're thinking. It's got to be really hard. Really hard to get back into that and then play at the top level of a sport in the entire world, and you're coming off an injury. Oh my God.
Right. You spend all that time trying to rehabilitate yourself from the injury, and you can't take yourself now to build your body for the next season.
Yeah.
You know, you're already behind. So dude's got to stay healthy.
He's so important to your team too, Louis. It's like when he went down last year, you just knew it was over.
Listen, we traded Josh Norris for this specific reason. I know Dylan Cousins has nowhere near the skill, the raw skill that Josh Norris has. I don't care. Get out of here. You can't make it a full season. You missed 18 games, 4 games, 10 games. Enough. Dylan Cousins is, I don't know what he does in his offseason or after the games, but he plays full seasons and he's resilient. And that's how you win the grind of hockey. And I think Florida showed us that a little bit, you know?
I think some players just have different anatomy.
Yeah.
And some of them and then I think there too is that certain players, even small ones, have a sense to protect themselves really well. Like it's like the running, if you guys ever played football, like the little running back that never seemed to get tackled.
Little Thurman
really hard.
Thomas.
Yeah.
And then Pinball Clemens, if you're in Canada for Toronto, never got, I mean, he got hurt, but he just plowed through big guys all the time. Phil Kessel, you know, Theron Fleury, little dudes that did big things. Martin St. Louis.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Phil, get ready to wet yourself. According to the NHL.com.
I've already soiled myself. Don't worry.
The best forward in the NHL, it's under 25.
Great.
Ottawa Senators forward Timmy Tantrums, Tim Stützle.
Heinz Kids Velvet from Germany. Yeah, go Timmy.
He's just 23 years old.
A whiner.
Led the Sens last season with 70 points, 24 goals, 55 assists. But benefits, of course, greatly from Brady T's focus on structure. We know.
Oh, correct. I thought you were going to say because they're both big babies.
Oh, that was harsh.
It's got to be some truth to the joke, or make it funnier at least.
He's 3 straight years now.
Okay, Louis. Brady Tkachuk's a big whining baby. Got it. For sure. You got it.
Do a poll, Josh, on Instagram.
Okay.
Okay. He's 3 straight years now north of 70 points. Career point per game average is over 1. That's pretty impressive. 239 points in 235 games played. Of all the 10 players, if you're Phil, if you are put in charge of the Senators and your job is to bring the Stanley Cup back to Ottawa where it hasn't been in 180 years, are you taking your boy Timmy over everyone else on this list?
If I want the Stanley Cup the soonest, I'm keeping Timmy. If I want the Stanley Cup in 5 years, I want to trade Timmy for Celebrini. And I think that's all I would do.
Yeah. Are you expecting him to take another leap this year, or do you think he's plateaued?
Because last year was a very big year because I know he got 39 goals 2 years ago. I get that, but he was minus. It wasn't minus that much. I don't remember what it was, like -5 or 4, but he got 39 goals. And he also got a lot of those goals when a lot of other teams at the end of the year weren't playing their big players. So it's a little padded, okay? I mean, he popped them in. I get it. Getting almost 40 goals in the National Hockey League is pretty crazy.
Mhm.
The year after, I believe he got 18 or 19. So he did have a step up last year because he got 24 goals. I know my guy, 24 goals. But here's the thing. He's a 0 for plus and minus. And I do value plus and minus. His game drastically changed. He needed a year to figure out how to play defense with good offense. And he still popped in 24 goals and 54 assists, I believe, 55, 54. So I expect him to have a big year, and so does the city. And I hope he does. And I'm not look, he doesn't need to score 40 goals. If he scored 35 goals and had 65 assists, that's a huge win. That's fantastic. But he will score more. He's that good, man. He's got that Kaprizov skill. He does. I think Kaprizov's more skilled, but they're very close in the way they play and the way they protect the puck when they're skating, the way they can change the game on a dime. They both have that. And I don't think anyone else on the list except I haven't seen Celebrini. Like, can you just give me the puck? Give me the puck, I'm gonna score. When a guy can do that, that's amazing. And Timmy can do that. Kirill can do that. Maybe Michkov eventually, right? Like Ovechkin can. Yeah. Maybe Michkov will be our new Ovechkin. Obviously not, but maybe the Diet Pepsi version. Who knows? Yeah.
I have 3 potential snubs that I want to see if either of you think should have taken one of the top 10 spots or anyone on the list. Lucas Raymond.
Okay.
What do you guys think about that?
I know Jeff McMahon's probably really upset, but Raymond's good. He's good.
He had 27 goals and 80 points last year.
Maybe you could swap him and Jarvis, but I like Jarvis more.
What about Kirill Marchenko?
Nah.
31 goals, 74 points last year.
He just had one good year, didn't he?
I guess you'd want to see him.
Yeah, I want to see. Yeah.
And then JJP.
Oh, my heart's broken with the other German. Peterka's amazing. You could plop him in somewhere there too.
Yes, he's just 22 years old, had 27 goals, 68 points.
He's stupid good, dude. He's stupid good. How is Wyatt Johnston better than JJ? I guess he's bigger and he's better, of course. I would take Johnston over Peterka. Never mind.
So as promised, I took the list and I re-ranked it based on hobby hype.
Yeah.
So we'll see the differences here. Number 1 would be Bedard, of course. Then I had Celebrini, number 2, Jack Hughes, 3, Matt by Michkov, 4, Golden Goal for Matthew Nyes, number 5, Cole Caulfield, 6, Wyatt Johnston, 7, Tim Stützle, 8, Boldy, 9, and Seth Jarvis, 10.
That's perfect. That's exactly how I would have the list. What about you, Louis? Would you change anything there?
Hobby hype ranking. I would probably.
I would have put Caulfield above Nyes last year.
Yes.
And maybe Stützle above Johnston last year. But Stützle's really dropped off in the hobby. But very strong in Ottawa because we watch him play, right? We know. We're just waiting for it to pop,
No, I think it's right. I'm still thinking, I'm thinking new and fresh, of course, going to be towards the top. I'm wondering if Hughes really fits in at 3, though, if he shouldn't be down 1.
You think Michkov more? I'd say Michkov's really.
Yeah, maybe you can make the argument. I'm kind of assuming Hughes is going to have a big rebound year. I think, if I'm looking at of these guys who are having just the best year in 25, 26, I think it's Stützle, Caulfield, and Hughes will have the most points of all 10 of these.
I like your confidence, Josh. Thank
you.
They're the most mature, so it kind of makes sense in that regard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised, wherever did you just take this off of your head or did you look at something to see?
I did off my head.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not much space on there. He can't add more than 10.
Beautiful mind.
Oh, wow. We'll just leave that at that then.
New product releases brought to you by MINTINK, who, of course, is a friend and partner of the show. Home of Rip Party 2, this November at the Fall Expo. Whether you're in the GTA or not, you can get all the newest hockey hobby boxes, either in their Vaughan location in person or order from anywhere in Canada at mintink.ca. The other night, we had an awesome conversation with Mintink's Johnny Amendola to help us preview the National, which is coming up next week. Johnny offers, of course, an interesting perspective as he's attending the National as a Canadian hobby shop and company.
Mhm.
And he definitely brought the heat, as he always does. So we hope you enjoyed this conversation with the one, the only Johnny Amendola. We are happy to welcome back to the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast our good friend and partner, Johnny Amendola from the one and only MINTINK, here to talk a little bit about the National. I mean, when you want to chat about the biggest card show in America, of course, you go to a Canadian.
Right.
Yeah, for real, right? I love that. That's pretty awesome. I never even thought about that for a second, you know? That's actually pretty funny. Hey, get a different perspective.
100%. So how many times now have you been to the National?
Hold on, wait. Hold on. I'm supposed to do this. I'm almost American.
Oh, is that your Nexus?
I got my Nexus.
There
So,
you go. There you
I'm almost
go.
American. Now you're asking almost American. I'm honorary.
Yeah, you're
That's so
like
good.
Phil, who's almost Canadian, even though
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Okay, now to my question though. How many times have you been to the National?
This will be my fourth one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as a Canadian brand and a card shop and event center, all the things Mintink does, when you go to the show, what's your goal?
Oh my God. Okay, so it's been a little different every year, but macro for me, from that perspective, I usually have like 3 things that I need to accomplish for MINTINK, and that's usually I'll have some meetings with stakeholders, partners, manufacturers, people like yourself and Upper Deck and Tops and everybody else. Number 2, we're usually there to shoot some content, really trying to like bring some of the experience and showcase back here for all those people that are having FOMO. And then the third thing is usually where usually I'm buying all kinds of stuff. We're sourcing stuff that you just can't get here, or we'll have some VIP customers that, we'll do some personal shopping for them. And it's usually great. We throw it on a pallet, I fill out some paperwork, and it comes back. This year with tariffs and stuff, I'm trying to figure that out. But
yeah,
if Buffalo is up the road. We're Bills fans here in Toronto. We're working on some space there, so we can we can send some stuff there. And good news for right now is most of the stuff I'm buying, if it sits there for 60 days or 6 months or maybe 6 years, I think it's only going up anyway. So, but we still do have some of that happening. Some of our VIPs are, it is what it is. The cost is the cost. When you want something so bad and literally everything is there under one roof, you can't beat that. Yeah. And then personally, I go there because I love to collect and everything is there. So I always try to find myself a cool Hulk Hogan piece and then something else that's, I'm never going to find here in Canada. Just cool stuff.
So maybe to the person that's been to the expo, but never the National, how would you describe the similarities and differences between the two?
Okay. That's a great question. Okay. So there's a lot of same, but a lot of different. So first and foremost, the expo is about 280,000 total feet. And the National is like 600,000-700,000 feet. So if you were in Cleveland, it's twice as big in Chicago. Like the Donald Cousins Convention Center, I think that's his name. Stephen Cousins. Sorry, Donald Cousins is the street.
No, Donald Stevens Convention Center.
Donald Stevens Convention Center. I'm getting it mixed up with an exit off the 407 here. So is one of the largest convention centers in America. It's wild. I think it's 1 million square feet total. So first and foremost, the magnitude of the event is just on a whole other level. The other thing that's very different is the level of activations, corporate brands. So you're getting Upper Decks. Well, Upper Deck sets up in Canada, so same idea there. But you're getting Fanatics and Tops, and you're getting Panini, and you're getting Bo Jackson sells cards, and he's there. Like everybody's there. If you go to a shelf at Walmart, they're all there. If you go on eBay, they're all there. Like it's literally in one roof, the whole hobby. Every established brand, every up and coming brand. If they're not set up, they're on the floor. Like I've got guys that are talking to me about grading tech and scanners or this and that. And it's like, okay, I'm going to be here. Where are we meeting? We're meeting in this room. Some people rent extra space to host these meetings and these pitches. So from that perspective, it's different. It's just so much more.
Yeah. Like I think I would echo that too. Like if a company brings well, first of all, there's many more hobby companies at the National, but let's say a company that brings its $1,000 booth to the expo brings its $10,000 booth to the National. Like that Whatnot video wall last year.
No, that was crazy.
Mind blowing.
Crazy.
That had to cost millions of dollars.
Yeah. So, and now they have a lot more space here and they've grown immensely. So it's going to be really interesting. So like I was at Fanatics Fest and one of the cool things that they set up this year was Fanatics Live. Okay. And you could break all sports on Fanatics Live. It's the same as Whatnot, same as eBay Live. And they had like this breaker alley, this breaker arena almost, where they had like these pods built into the wall in the sides. You probably saw this online because Tom Brady was there. And then in the middle, there was like this grand podium. And it almost was like like a Star Wars arena. The action was below and the people were up top and they're breaking in these rooms. Like it was so interactive. Like you'll see some of that stuff there. But then what you will see that's the same as the expo, which is exhilarating, is cards that just at a whole other level here too. Yeah. Cards that you only can think and dream about actually seeing and touching. The stuff you see in these Instagram reels and stuff. Like the other day, those LeBron James, if you saw those video I showcased, they're like $250,000 US for these 3 cards. That's like run of the mill, And on the memorabilia side, now again, it's as baseball as Toronto is hockey. And I think it's changing the same. If it was 90-10 before, maybe it's down to 70-30, 60-40, like the core sport and everything else. Football's, obviously big going into. But yeah, from a similarity perspective, I would say you're going to get a lot. You're going to get these guys that are goats of the hobby that have been there for 40 years and they're set up. And some of it's crazy. It's so cool. You just see everything. It's so cool. Take lots of pictures. And it's packed. The internet's going to suck. Bring your power bar, wear your deodorant, all that stuff. Bring a knapsack, have some extra stuff. Look, Patty bought me a fan. I got a little fan. I got a power pack. I got one phone for content. Like all this stuff. I keep seeing all these influencers and content creators posting that. It's true. Like same thing. The difference between there, I'll leave you with this too. The good thing about Chicago versus Cleveland is there's amenities everywhere. Yes. So like you don't need to be waiting in line for Ubers and parking. Like you're walking everywhere, restaurants, bars, water, walk outside for internet. You're not in the middle of nowhere. So it's just Rosemont's beautiful. It's a great experience there.
I totally agree. Have you guys ever set up or had a booth at the National?
No, we sponsored the trade nights, the official on-site trade nights. The Thursday night is Card Collector 2, my good buddy Ryan and Jimmy from Roadshow, who's an awesome human. They sponsor that night. They've done it for a number of years. And then the ensuing 2 nights, Marino and his team Reimage run these events. And they have a lot of great partners. And they grab a few brands out there like ours, Rizzo Sports, all these great brands. And they kind of come together and have us host the other 2 nights. I believe it's up to like 70,000 square feet now as well. So wow. It's really difficult cross-border. Like you've had me on here a couple times, and I really you see my booth at the expo.
Yep.
I couldn't go there and not do that.
Yeah.
Sure.
So and you need to bring a semi truck.
Yeah.
Worth of
me and my buddy Neville from Pather have this chat because he sets up there, and that's exactly what it is. So I say, okay, from a brand perspective, like first of all, it's so humbling that they want us there, being a Canadian brand. And we have this great opportunity. So we donate thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of merchandise and packs to give away. We show up. Hopefully you're going to be there on one of the nights with us. We'll do giveaways, all that stuff. So thankfully and gratefully, we're able to do that. It really gets my head out of not setting up. And because that's like, it's like you said, like just the logistics. Forget the setup and the size. How much more the real estate is there? Just the logistics, and the amount of people. Like some of these booths are bringing. Like I gotta tell you, people. Like when you see 10 people running around a booth, the cost that organization is assuming just in labor, it's so intense. And you see that there's booths like our booth at the expo. I could have 10 people working on Saturday and I'm still running around trying to make sure that we're not losing sales because customers don't have somebody to talk to. So it's pretty wild to see how elaborate some of these setups are. I mean, it's a great, from a marketing perspective, here's the other thing that's different from Expo. Expo's packed, 30, 40, 50,000 people, whatever. This is like, last year they set a record. It was like 100 and change in Cleveland. I bet if you ask me over under 150,000 people, over. I'm taking the over this year. Yep, taking the over.
I was just going to ask you about like the population of people.
If the data, I'm a data guy, you both know that. If based on last year, if they put a number out there that said it was like 120, I think that's accurate from what I've heard. I think there was that many people in Chicago the year before. I don't think they're ever going to tell us, but I would not be surprised if 150,000 people rolled through there. The hotel rate I had to add a night. Like I book it in January, it's $200. Today it's 700. Like it is packed. Chi-Town is packed next week.
Yeah, we booked our rooms far in advance, so I'm grateful for that.
I'm already booking for next year. Like, let's go.
Well, as you were talking too, I was thinking maybe for a guy like yourself, in a way, not having a booth helps you focus on like relationship building, business development, opening new big picture stuff. Because if you had a booth, your focus is going to be making it happen.
1,000%. And like I said, from a collector's perspective, you're going there because everything's under one roof. From a business perspective, I'm going there because everything's in one roof. And how do you, like, you're catching people from all over the world and all these different time zones, and everybody's in that same mindset. So that's pretty awesome too, because the passion that's fueled through this place is just, it's a really good time. It's a really, really good time.
Do you feel that, so now you've been there 4 times, this will be your 5th.
This will be my 4th.
Oh, this will be your 4th. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that as you've gone, just looking at the hockey cards in specific, is it getting a little bit better every time in your opinion? Same or worse?
No, I think hockey, TCG, soccer are all every year I'm seeing more and more and more. So I will absolutely bet that you will see lots more hockey there this year, and you're going to see lots more soccer and lots more TCG. And there was once upon a time you would see more hockey than these other two, but you wouldn't see any of them. It was like baseball, football, basketball. So you're seeing, I noticed at Fanatics Fest there was more hockey too. We were going around to some other booths. There was definitely some more. There was definitely some more hockey for sure. I think just by osmosis, every category has just exploded. But what's really crazy is, like Gary Vee talks about, the overlap that's happening more and more. So like the cosplayer that's into anime, like if they've ever played a sport in their life once, they have a favorite team. Mm-hmm. So now all of a sudden they're going to the sport card show because they might get that next Charizard or anime card for a deal, but maybe they're buying a Flyers jersey or they're buying a Jets helmet. Those are the 2 worst teams. Like I would never buy either of those teams. That's why I kind of said that. But that's kind of my take, I think, on that. But I think for sure you're going to see more. Is there not like an organized hockey trade night out of the event? I know that soccer, it's funny. I know this is a hockey show, but I think it's the same premise. We spoke about this offline. Like soccer is just all of a sudden exploding in America to the point where I believe I understand there's like a whole soccer trade soccer expo.
Sure.
3 days of a soccer show happening like in conjunction with, but not associated with the national. So they just starts later in the day so people can go back and forth. So like, I mean, there's one of the cool differences between the national and not only just the expo, but every other card show, including, whatever, the hotel lobby trade nights are epic.
Oh yeah.
Epic.
Yeah, it's like a giant like
Yeah,
free for all for it's like the Wild West of trading cards
so
for
good,
deals are
so
going
good.
down and bus stops and
It's
hotel
so good.
lobbies at Denny's at breakfast. It's kind of
Hmm.
pretty awesome.
The culture
From
is thriving, that's for sure.
mhm. One of the things that, and we talked about it already, that when I'm most curious about these big shows as an observer is to go and get a pulse check on the health of the hobby. And obviously, attendance is a big one there. Another thing that I personally look for is new companies. And why that's important to me is it tells me that people are still investing in the industry. You know, like when you walk around and you see this big booth and you have this and you're like, who are these people? I've never seen
And
this company in my
and there
life.
would be so many more of them if there wasn't so much legacy space there too.
Yeah.
So to your point, they're trying to make room every year, but imagine if imagine they hit the reset button and just
Mhm.
put a fresh media kit out and literally, let's just say in the perfect capitalist society, they threw it out there and said to the highest bidder, you would see a lot of more of that, which is an amazing indicator of the growth and success of the space. You're 100% right.
Mhm. What else do you look at a show like the National to get a check on how healthy the hobby is and where it's at present moment?
So couple things. Number one, attendance, like you said.
Mhm.
Number two, again, like you said, new people. So those are two right away. The other thing is I try to first of all, I try to talk to as many dealers as I can. And I try to talk to as many dealers as you got to take things with a grain of salt. I know a lot of people, some people I don't. I'm sure some people are going to tell you they sold a ton. Some people are going to tell you they didn't sell. And there's going to be some that are doing that on purpose. And then so you got to take all these data points. But I try to walk around and observe and listen and watch deals. So how much haggling is happening? And how much cash is actually being moved around? The other thing is, the buying lines. So when I go to see We the
Mhm.
Hobby or Dave and Adams or Sport Card Cards HQ, how long are those lines? Like these guys are buying at 80-90% of the average of the last couple comps without even thinking. That is when that much money is moving
Mhm.
around. The experts can tell me why they like it or don't like it another time, but the bottom line is when that much money is moving around, it's a healthy sign. So those are the two real indicators beyond the two you mentioned that I really look at, and that's like how much money is actually
Yeah.
not trades, not maybe like how much money's actually floating around,
One of
and
the
there's
things that the
usually
data
tons.
people, like the card ladder folks, have told me, and just reading articles about the current status of hobby health, and I want to ask this to get your as a shop owner and to see if
Mhm.
you feel similarly, is that while we're not at, of course, pandemic level card values and prices are up and down a little bit on individual cards, the volume of cards moving has never been higher. Is that
Not
accurate?
so, not even, yeah. It's not even close to pandemic levels from a volume perspective. The space is growing. Like I talked about this on the last time you guys had me on. Like the data still blows my mind. The amount of new business. But hold on a second. It's getting like we're just the beginning, the cusp of hitting mainstream. Like
Yeah.
we're not there yet. I had some OVO folks through here, and there were some posts they're on tour in England, and the MINTINK box cutter was showing up in all these posts. Like I'll leave it at that. But like when all of a sudden, Drake is into cards as we know from before, and just like the other thing is like the moms that come in my store, the kids, the hockey cards, Pokemon cards. So um, yeah, LaMelo Ball, National Treasures RPA is worth 500,000. More people are buying cards than ever. And I would argue that from yes, values are up and down like any speculative market, like it is what it
Yep.
is. Um, there's so much money in the space now that it brings it to a whole other level of validity as well. With respect to, especially versus, if we're talking like a cyclical nature versus these other blips in time, like there's so many things that aren't the same. Like I can tell you, if we're going back to junk wax, the demand was here and the supply was here, and now it's like the complete opposite. Like I talk to my couple of reps every day, and it's like I need more boxes, right? So, more foot traffic in the store than ever before, more e-commerce orders than ever before, more people on the live stream than ever before, more people watching our content than ever before. Every single metric is up, 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 up. And I'm not just speaking for myself. I know that you're seeing stores pop up. You're hearing guys like me saying, we're coming, we're coming, we're coming, we're growing, we're going, we're going. In the States, you got guys like Huge Cash. You're going from 4 stores to 10. Think about that. That's millions of dollars of investment. You're not just doing that. It's not going to disappear tomorrow. And for what it's worth, if the market bottomed out tomorrow, it's still so much bigger than where it was. So even after that roll up, we wouldn't be back to where, and you're seeing that now with Card Values. Card Ladder puts out some great content where you're seeing, especially we're talking about short print, graily kind of stuff. You're seeing those cards. Like I saw Jordan insert sell this weekend that went for higher than 2021 money. But
Nice.
Zion is where he should be for a PSA 10, $100, not 2,000. So I think that's a really good, metric as well. Like art or like anything that is in demand. If you print 1 million of it, forget it. So
the right cards are doing well.
1,000%. And look at the cup that just came out. It's flying, blowing expectations away. Beautiful patches, game worn, hard signed autos. Like you can't get that anywhere else. Like last week, I was reading these Panini boxes with Caitlin Clark in them, the rookie royalty boxes. They started at a Dutch auction, 30,000, went to 3,000 US. Apparently, and don't quote me, but they're not even game worn or they're player associated. I'm like, so yeah, if we're talking about that stuff, right? But day to day, I mean, your audience is bigger than it's ever been.
Yeah, it's the interest is definitely there, and when we talked about mainstreaming on our last show, Johnny, and I brought up a couple things that I think are very high tide raises all ships for the hobby. So while not hockey specific, I think good for the overall collecting community. In that Netflix renewed, say what you want about Ken, whether you like his personality or not. I think the Golden Netflix show coming back for a 3rd season
amazing
is a positive thing. And then even what I found even more interesting, and there's a question in here for you, is there's a lot of publicity over the Complex video they did with Dana White, where very fanatics driven, of course, because they have the UFC license, where not just, Complex was always the shoe video company. Now they're into showing collectibles, and they go through Dana White's office and he's got his card safe
so
there.
Cool. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. And we have people like, who makes that safe and all this stuff. Right. But it really, and the point we made on our show is that the power, if you're a UFC collector, now you have Dana White opening boxes every week and having personally invested, as he says, who knows, but $1 million, $2 million into cards, the impact that could have.
That's it.
And, listen, I don't think, no offense, but I don't think Gary Bettman opening up boxes of cards would move the needle much in the hobby. But the question here for you is what person, if you could pick any, putting your hockey hat on to grow, that would help you grow your hockey business, who's the one person on earth that you would love opening up boxes online?
I wish you were asking me 10 years ago. I would still then I would be, Don Cherry. Don Cherry in his prime would be the best. But
I understand that, but very little awareness in America.
No, I understand. But yeah, right. So real quick, you talk about it. You're right. Like think about that vault company. Their business just changed in the last week. Yeah. This guy had to hire people, guaranteed. I'm seeing 1 million posts. This guy's getting phone calls at the wazoo. Like I'm calling him because I want one of those. So you're 100% right about the impact of where we are in the market. From a hockey perspective, like honestly, man, like we got to get Drake or Bieber ripping hockey cards. And I've been on this. Louis, I'm on this. Again, all I'm going to tell you is there's MINTINK, box cutters, on the OVO tour in England right now, and they're getting cards, and you might see some more. So, but like Justin Bieber, I mean, he's Matthews' BFF. If Justin Bieber, and he already went in with he's a Pokemon collector already. If you think he doesn't have Matthews feature watches, we're all out to lunch.
Right.
Justin Bieber is the guy.
Have you ever caught wind in any sort of
I DM
direction?
him every day for 5 years, and I don't DM anybody, and I'm just like, Justin. And the other one would be, honestly, would be Kyle Nelk Boys.
Oh yeah, because he's from Toronto, right?
They're very, very Canadian, huge Leaf fans, but they're basically most people think they're American.
They're an American brand. Yeah,
they're both Americans. So Justin Bieber or Nelk. The best of all time, though, would be Don Cherry because he'd have something to say about every.
How do we make the Nelk? I think the Nelk thing is a lot easier.
I'm on that too. So, I know some. So I'm actually going on a podcast that's produced by them here this week with a couple of great young guys that do a lot in the motivational world. It's very doable. It's just time. Everything slowly is the fastest way to get anywhere. I also think that if hockey cards and the hockey hobby had an even bigger press and push in the US market, a lot of that would just happen.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that be something? But Dana White, what a rock star to do that every Friday.
Yeah.
So sure, like you said, obviously, come on, guys. Yeah, there's a deal and Topps. Like all the experts are saying, well, they're getting paid. But he still has to like it. You can see the difference when these guys are shooting content, if they're there and they don't want to be there, or if they're actually into the.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of, I think, alluded to that. He kind of said that I was just kind of doing it because, we're the partner. And then he's like, after a few weeks, I'm like, this is cool.
That's what I'm saying. You can't look at like when you go to the hobby, you'll see at the National, you'll see like Jake Libby at trade nights. This guy's 7 foot tall basketball player for the Lakers wearing a MINTINK hat doing deals on the trade floor. Gary V is high-fiving everybody. Like it doesn't take much once they get like again, and Drake's group is already involved in there. So yeah, I think you're going to see. I'm happy that you brought it up because it's true. You hit such a great point, and I think you're going to see more and more and more. We get we've had a lot of people on our shows lives over the years, hockey players. I told you I had Paul Wall, Grammy Award-winning rapper, ripping basketball with us one night, which was crazy. A bunch of Leafs, some Blue Jays. Like in the last year, I've had more celebrities and athletes or their handlers reach out to me about cards than I would have ever. So
that's what I want to ask you about too, because what I've been thinking of is when you have Tom Brady opening up card shops, it's not just consumers, athletes probably start to think, wait a minute. Is there a financial opportunity that I'm missing out on here?
Hulk Hogan did a deal with Cards and Coffee in one of his stores. I believe it's Marshawn Lynch. There's a couple of these guys that have memorabilia in Vegas, and that's tied into a brand somewhere. Ian Poulter, we started him. Now he's hooked. Like he got the live cards going. So yeah, like, and that's what we're alluding to. Well, your whole reference point about Dana White, and when you're asking me like the growth of the hobby and where we're at, like, first of all, what happened in the last 5 years is it became cool to collect cards. I'm not a nerd anymore. Now what's happening is the cool kids are starting to come over, and wherever the cool kids go, everybody has to follow.
You're welcome, Josh.
Yeah.
So,
well, so to your point, I know Louis.
Is that a Flyers jersey behind you?
No, really? It's Farmington. It's our hometown.
Okay. I was going to say, like, that would have made what I said earlier even better. But I didn't see it at the time. I wasn't throwing shots.
No.
And I know, Louis, you're not a big fan of Bieber, but we're also not the target audience to grow the hobby either. It's like it's the 18 to 25-year-olds that are the future of any industry.
I told you after we talked about that on the show. Yeah, I 100% agree with you.
I want to get on some of your brainstorming sessions with the two of you offline. You just said something interesting, and I made this point to somebody on the weekend. And they were asking me, and it was just another person from my corporate background, like previous life. And they were just like, holy man, like what? Like what? And I was like, thank you. The difference is if we look at, past environments, if we go back in time and we look at these cyclical jumps and many things, I think one of the differences today is when I go out there and I see a guy my age with his 10 or 15-year-old kid or his 8-year-old kid, and he's ripping a box and they're getting into it, that makes great sense to me. That guy lived my generation. Cards were a thing. That's what we did. Cards were a thing. Video games were a thing. That's why so many 45-year-olds game, because we started it. We're the GOATs, right? The original OGs. Sorry, far from the GOAT. I suck, but I love it. So the difference is now, and you're going to see it at the National, and when I was doing this as a collector when I was a kid, and as a business into the late 90s and the early 2000s, 20 to 35-year-olds weren't my customers, weren't my audience. So that's called the age of acquisition. 18 to 44, you're a marketer, you get that. This is where you spend the biggest points of your life. You buy a car, you go to school, you move out, you buy or you rent a house, you get married, you have kids, you get to my age, and now you have nothing to spend your money on, so you start buying toys. Those people, when we were growing up, couldn't get the pool in the backyard fast enough, couldn't get the next car fast enough, couldn't get the dinner reservation at the restaurant this weekend fast enough. This culture is A, very entrepreneurial, and B, their idea of a good Friday night isn't going to the bar and seeing how much we can drink or whatever. It's like, let's play some board games. Like board game bars are like, okay, I'll have a drink, but can we have? So I think it's the first time ever, maybe in the card space anyway, where it's so multi-generational. And now grandpa used to collect cards too, because in the 50s and the 60s, it was a real big deal. So the only people that are left out right now are the people born in the 70s. That's where my head is. If you're like 55 to 65, you're kind of lost. But otherwise, if you're like age 5 to 50 and like 65 plus, like I do ads on Zoomer Radio. It's a radio here for boomers. And it works. Yeah, it's called Zoomer Radio. And my thing is like, did you used to put the cards in the spokes of your, well, I'll send you the commercial. It's so good. But I understand the audience we're talking to. So I think you're right. And that's my perspective on that. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off there, but I think that's really what I see. If I look at the data, and we do like so much behavioral data, like, where are you coming from? Your household income, age is so important to me. And when I start seeing like, these graphs 0 to 18, 18 to blah, 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 when I see it like the consistency, when that line is almost the same, not like this, I got to step back and say, okay, well, that explains why the new business is so off. Because 5 years later, how am I still growing at that clip? How is the space still growing? Well, 25 years ago, the world was this big and there was 400 people in North America. Today, the world was this big. Today, the world is this big and there's 8 billion people, 6 billion people right here. Done.
Crazy. Yeah.
It's not the same time on all those different levels. So it's a fun time. I've never been having more fun. That's great.
Another thing,
the rush is going for a while still.
I hope so. Another thing that I've observed, and now 3 years going to the expo and the national, and I think this applies no matter what your role is in the hobby. If you're just a casual collector to serious collector to hobby businessman, it's your career, is that I have never gone to a show where I put myself out there to look people in the eye, shake their hands, introduce myself to people, and where I haven't come away with tons of friends and new opportunities. And it's kind of funny, and you may remember this too. Our partnership really got into gear at the National last year in Cleveland. Like that's where we very briefly we're like, okay, I think we would be a good match.
Yeah, we chatted here in Toronto, and then I saw you guys there. But so it's cool because, and I mean, it's not a surprise to me. And I see the same thing here. Like we'll host trade nights, and whatever, a few trade nights ago, the mom comes with her kid. He's like 15, 16. And, as kids today, it's harder for them to meet people. And she messaged me the next day saying the kid had a blast, met some new friends. When you put a whole bunch of people in the same room doing something that they love, and there is that commonality, everything else doesn't matter. So when people tell me, oh my God, they made all these new friends and this and that. Yeah. I mean, everybody that's there wants to talk about cards with anybody.
Mhm.
Like it's man, it's like utopia. It's like utopia.
It's a point that I
cards.
really personally love to make because I'm much more of an introvert than I am. You know, you're a very extroverted person, and so it goes against everything in my
No.
nature to shocking to put myself out there, like to walk up to you as a stranger and say, "Hey, Johnny, my name is Josh." That is like terrifying for me
I
to
got
do
you.
that.
Yeah.
But when we started a podcast, and you're kind of like, well, I guess I really have to do this, and I told myself, you don't have a choice
Mhm.
to, and I did it. It was amazing to me the return that I got on that investment. And like it's not just, you don't have to be a hobby entrepreneur. It's like most of my best friends now I've met at these big shows.
Yeah.
And it's just
This is the
amazing.
other thing. Yeah. And that happens in life too, right? Like your circle changes, as you age at whatever age, because interests
Mhm.
change, but like you associate yourself with that. And the one thing for us older folks, older, when you get
Really?
to 35, 40, you kind of really recognize that more than ever. Like
Yeah.
at 46 versus when I was 26, I couldn't have enough people. And now it's like, I want to spend my time with people who enjoy the things that I love.
Mm-hmm.
There's no more sampling needed. So what better place? If you like, if you're a quilter, then you should go to the quilting show and meet a whole bunch of people. And I'm sure you can join some groups. And you're right. I see it all the time. Again, just here at trade night, guys come in and they'll be just like, and sorry, when I say guys, I mean people. Like the cool thing. Okay, hold on. The diversification of our industry that's happening right in front of us is amazing. The amount of female and like just not just female, like just the diversity, like you getting into these other sports, basketball, soccer are so much more of an urban culture than hockey and baseball or these affluent, different kind of culture. So you're and that's all working together. And listen,
I got a question for you about that real
that
quick.
doesn't work in a lot of the world, eh? Just saying.
Phil and I have a little bit of a disagreement, and I think you can settle this. He
Let's go.
insists that women don't collect PWHL cards; that it's all men. I think more women collect it than he thinks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell you, I had a handful of ladies not happy with me because of how crazy the PHL went, and how they didn't print enough and the price went up. Remember that their daughters could not. One of my suppliers is VP. Just get back from a women's hockey camp in Virginia Beach, and the kids love it. So I disagree. I think that you had a lot of people realize that this $100 box all of a sudden was worth $500.
Yeah, so it's the vultures kind of,
the women. Yes. Now, is it the same for WNBA? I don't know. Like the thing about hockey and baseball is the collector base is different. They're much more collector centric. We'll collect the whole set. You're not getting my from me. It's being locked up, whatever. You get into basketball, football, soccer, all these other fringe sports and main sports. There's a lot more. I might collect a team or a player. I'm not chasing a set. I'm not making a rain. It's farther and fewer between. But no, I think in this one, I got to give it to you. Phil's wrong. Ding. We need a sound effect there. Ding. Phil's wrong.
Yeah, well,
Shots fired.
Yeah, well, I was wrong.
Thank you, Phil.
Oh my God, is that
being
Phil?
a man.
He's not in here. Is that a clip?
Well,
Yeah.
That's the clip.
Phil, tell him what you really think.
You have all bad takes on everything in hockey.
Oh my God.
there was one thing Johnny wanted to confess to you.
I got a little package too. I got a little package too. I got a little package.
That's so good.
Yeah, we basically, me and Louie have a goal where we clip him so much that eventually we're going to be able to do an entire show of Phil without him even.
You're going to just put it into the AI and the AI is going to spit it out. That is awesome. That's so good. No, but yeah, I think that the new set's late. It was supposed to be out in June. I don't know when it's coming out, but I think
I
you're going to
just really,
see.
really hope they don't. I want them to print. They need to print more, but I just hope they don't go bananas on it. And
No, they won't do that. But I talked to there's a few women's hockey groups and leagues that we've worked with and that we're going to partner with and do some giveaways. And no, women's hockey is growing. Just like the WM. I mean, women's sports in general are, this is their era to really kind of, they're coming out, if you will. Like it's, I mean, again, in 46 years, I've never seen such a focus on women's sports before. I think it's awesome. So, like, I mean,
I agree.
right? Like,
oh yeah, we're girl dads, so we grew up
you
with
guys
our
got
daughters in sports and loved every second of it. Okay, I only have you for a few more minutes because you got to stream.
Yes.
What's one beyond wear comfortable shoes and wear deodorant and brush your teeth? What's one like national pro tip that you might share with anyone that's going?
Yeah, I've never been there. So
okay, so we're not talking about stay hydrated and have snacks. I'll tell you, the one thing is like, and I'm just repeating what you've already heard, but the internet. So if you're looking for stuff specifically, have your stuff ready. If you're just hunting, like, so I'm the kind of guy, if I see something, I don't check comps. Like if it's $100, I might be like, you want 90? I might just be like, that's 100, here you go. The other day I bought a G.I. Joe. The price didn't matter to me. Like I want that. So
Which one?
I bought the His tank with the driver and the foul car. I'm trying to build a diorama. I'm going to do the whole set of figures from 83, not 82, 83 to 87. And I'm going to buy a flag. I almost bought one last week, like the whole USS flag. And I'm going to have select vehicles, and that's going to be like a great big diorama. I do sidebar. Yeah, I'm a big nerd for 80s toys. I collect like crazy. The camera doesn't show you. It doesn't show you.
All right, wait, really quick. Who's your favorite G.I. Joe character of all time?
Jinx.
I'm a Storm Shadow guy.
From G.I. Joe, the movie. Yeah, like Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes. I like Jinx because she was more like attitude-y. But I would say Jinx and like Sergeant's, the more I watch G.I. Joe, the more I like Sergeant Slaughter's character. And hold on, there's a wild podcast where he talks about how him and McMahon had this big falling out because McMahon didn't want him to go to Hasbro because he had just signed with LJN. And he came out in the 5th series of LJN. So this like rubber Slaughter figures worth a pile. This is why. Of course, obviously he did the right move like Hasbro. But he was the first. Ronald Reagan, I'm going to give you a crazy fact. Ronald Reagan changes how marketing is done. So the reason the 80s cartoon toy crossover happened is because he made it okay to advertise to kids. So this was the first time these guys came up with like, well, let's create a cartoon and make them all want to go buy these action figures and whatever. Sergeant Slaughter was the first ever real life superhero.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that is
Tidbit.
kind of
But if you
crazy.
up there, that's all it is. My cupboard, you can't see there.
Yeah.
That's all stuff. You guys have been in my office. You know.
Yeah, it is a very fun place.
You got to get after some Firefly stuff, though.
I got 2 Fireflies. What I won't do is mint on card. Like I want to build a diorama. There's a few figures I might splurge on. I'm definitely putting money in that asset class. Like I never give tips. I never give opinions. I don't like to do that. But personally, if you were to ask me besides cards, where am I putting money right now? I think there's huge opportunity in grading for video games and MIB toys, mint in box. Louis, the number one tip I have for you is make sure you have a battery pack and know that the internet is there.
Okay.
Yeah. I love that advice because, so much of like handling life and your emotions is expectations. So if you properly go expecting to have poopy internet, and then you're not going to be, you're not going to be huffing and puffing around the place. Like, it's internet.
Bring cash, have a Cliff Bar in your pocket, bring a bottle of water. You know what else is really good? I don't have any here. They might be up here. I have these, electrolytes like crazy. Last year, one of the ACs conked out. It was 40 degrees in Chicago. Drop it in your water. Food will be the last thing on your mind until you need it.
True.
All right.
And washrooms. When you feel it, don't wait because sometimes there's going to be lineups. It'll be better than Cleveland because it's a much bigger facility. But there you go. Or you can really, Josh, you could bring an IV pole with the drip, Starlink, and wear a diaper, and you're good to go.
Perfect. Dude, I'm jacked. I'm super excited to check this out.
Oh,
finally.
Louis, you're gonna love
You're
it.
gonna wish you were there for longer.
Before we let you go, what's new at
Please.
MINTINK? What do people need to know?
We're continuing to we're growing like crazy. We've since the last time I was on here, we've revamped the entire showroom. Since you guys were even here, Pather finally finished everything that we, second phase. It looks amazing. We've really scaled up the whatnot feed, the live, personals, repacks, all that stuff. We're still not really doing breaks, but we have lots of theme shows, lots of blowouts, clearouts. We're live pretty much 7 days a week, lots of singles. Yeah, we really scaled that up. Our e-com business, and now we're expanding. MINTINK is going to start to expand. I could probably say here with confidence, not even just in Ontario, how, when, where that looks like. You'll have to just kind of follow me if you don't already to stay tuned. But yeah, super exciting. I'll throw this out there. This is going to air now. If there's anybody local, if you're in the GTA, we are expanding like crazy. I'm looking for 2 senior leaders, a sales and marketing director and a retail growth director. You'll find both posts on my LinkedIn and Facebook. And these are like high level in-person director roles with like C-track potential. We're really upping the game, and that, it all starts from the top. So you're in the hobby, you like this as a side hustle, and you're 20 years at the bank running their marketing or building a team, and you're looking for a new career, give me a shout.
All right. Get a job at MINTINK. Johnny, you're a treasure. Cannot wait to see you in Chicago in a little less than 2 weeks.
Let's go.
And we'll have you on the show soon. Thanks for
joining. I love having myself. I love when you guys have me on here. Thank you so much. And big shout out to all your listeners. You have such a great community. It's a pleasure to be a part of it. So you can count on us for that to keep going as well.
Thanks, bro.
All right. Bye.
Okay, guys. Cheers.
Yep.
Thank you to Johnny for taking the time to speak with us. Amazing guy. I love the G.I. Joe thing. I want to kind of geek out with him more about that.
Mm-hmm.
You big G.I. Joe guys? I
was.
never did.
I was huge in the G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
We're a little bit older than you, so we're more probably in the wheelhouse. Who's your favorite character? Oh, you said who did you
I wasn't allowed to play with toys when I was a kid, so.
Who did you say, Louis, in the interview?
Would have probably been Firefly, if I remember right.
Oh yeah.
The sci-fi show from the 90s?
No, the bad guy in G.I. Joe.
Oh, okay.
I had a friend who had the aircraft carrier that was like one of the biggest toys of our whole childhood. You had it, of course.
And the Blackbird.
Of course.
Sitting in the dead of night, take these broken wings.
We just got copyrighted. You. No, just kidding. Great song.
Yeah, because I'm really gonna sing it like Paul. Come on.
Oh, Johnny. Right. Yeah, he was on fire, man.
Good guy. Personal pickups brought to you by Pather and the Ultimate Holder. On next Thursday show, we're gonna have during the national, or maybe Monday. I don't remember. We had already recorded a conversation with Neville Pather, who is one of the sweetest, nicest, sincerest, amazing people in the hobby. I cannot wait for people to get a little bit of insight into him. And he talked in great detail about how amazing the Ultimate Holder is, of course, which we gush about all the time because it's acrylic, it's not plastic, it's not polystyrene.
Yeah.
Getting very technical.
We're like scientists now, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much. Polystyrene, it's bad. It scratches. It's not you.
Man, I got so many skills, like part-time gynecologist, part-time scientist, part-time hobbyist. This is amazing.
Anyways, go pick up some Ultimate, and Pather will be at the National. You can get all your Ultimate Holders right there in person. He said, Phil, new products. And no, I need you to be, because I don't think we're allowed to say anything yet. I think he maybe said the one product that we were like, literally, yeah. I think that you can buy that at the National.
You guys are going to get it before me? I should have stole it. I should have
come. You should come.
Ran. Yeah.
Remember when he mentioned this? Remember when he had you beating it with a hammer and you were like, should I? We barely knew Neville at the time and you were so scared. You were like, I don't want to hit it with a hammer.
I don't think he knows. He's like, you're not actually supposed to do it. Like, well, Boom.
Phil,
Yes.
what do you got for personal pickups?
I have a beautiful, beautiful Jake Sanderson rookie, marquee rookie, Violet Pixels out of $2.99 in my beautiful Ultimate holder. I'm struggling trying to get all my O-Pee-Chee Platinum Jake Sanderson cards, so I'm being pretty cheap about it because I'm not the biggest fan of the design of the year, so I'll pick these up if they come super cheap. I had a guy message me today. He had an Emerald out of 10 marquee rookie, and he slabbed it, and it got a PSA 10. I'm not interested, man.
Not
Anyways,
anymore,
he's
right?
keeping it, so
How is this that centered for 2022? That's a miracle.
yeah, crazy, right? The year before, oh yeah, no, it's if it's moderately centered, I'm all over it on that year. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so that's my personal pickup. Very happy. Probably put that in a top loader eventually once I get the whole set, and it'll go in a Jake Sanderson top loader binder gang, and I'll use my ultimate holder for another beauty.
Yeah,
Oh boy,
BabaLewi.
BabaLewi, he got in the mail yesterday a 21-22 Allure Black Rainbow Nico Hischier.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice card.
Yeah,
Nice. I like those. Josh?
My personal pickup is a 2023-24 Ultimate Collection Matthew Nyes Ultimate Introduction Auto. It's raw. I either got this as a redemption or a replacement. I don't know why it showed up. It just did.
I'm trying to think of why you got that.
And I love my former Golden Gopher Matthew Nyes. I just don't collect him. And so this card is already shipped off to Slab Sharks. I do have to be honest. I did because I hoard the Ultimate holder. So I put it in a top loader when I sent it to Slab Sharks. Had to keep the Ultimate holder, but I'm going to, hopefully somebody else can enjoy this card coming from America. And yeah.
Excellent. Good.
Bangers.
All right. That's our show, boys.
Super.
If you like the episode, please leave a rating, review on Apple, Spotify, whatever podcast app you listen to us on. What did you just do? If you love the show, want to support us, want to chat with us every day in the Hockey Cards Gongshow Discord server, please consider a $5 a month donation. Join out of $2.99 or via $9.99 Future Watch Gonger via Patreon. Link is in the show description, in our Instagram, TikTok profiles, on our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, and on Patreon's website, patreon.com. All you got to do is search for Hockey Cards Gong Show. We are on social media. Follow us, boys, on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. And boys, the Hockey Cards Gong Show podcast is a production of Dogbox Ventures, LLC. Ooh, love the hat, though. Should have worn that the whole time. BabaLewi, it's up to you, dude. You got to end this thing.
Bye.
Yo, it's the Gong Show. We're dropping the facts. Hockey cards on fire. No holding us back. Josh looking sharp, the face of the scene. Feeling pork chop pants, rocking it clean. BabaLewi in the booth, he's the man with the plan. The best producer in all the land. Gong Show Nation, let's hit the flow. It's the Hockey Cards Gong Show. Let's go, let's go. Wanna say the MINTINK show.
Shame.